Good evening. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I look like shit today, unfortunately. It's not going well for me, folks. Having a bad skin day. This situation, I need a haircut, like desperately, but I'm not gonna do 3 hat streams in a row. I would rather have, fucked hair, than, concede to my emotions and my pain. So we're gonna go for it. We're just gonna keep on chugging. Hello, everybody. It's nice to have you here. Welcome, lurker, silent human, everybody. It's nice to have you. Today we are gonna be going through the Republican debates. Because, you know, evil people, they like to compete and show they're the most evil, and that's pretty much what happened. So we're gonna have a look at that, and yeah, it should be a good time, I think. There maybe during this whole ordeal, we might now, because today at some point in Georgia, Mr. Donald Trump is gonna get arrested. So we're gonna keep an eye out for that, because when it does happen and when he does get processed, there's gonna be a fucking mugshot, and it's gonna be absolutely fantastic. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm having a look right now at the CNN page to see if anything happened. Nothing just yet. He did everything right. Yeah, true. But and yet they still indicted him. Wow, this is quite the nightmare. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we'll go with that. Okay, this looks great. Let's be real. So I wanted to stream this last night, but I was lied to, unfortunately, by individuals who purported to me that it was actually gonna get claimed if you streamed it. And then I saw like all of my like favorite political streamers stream it anyway, and I was very annoyed. So I didn't end up streaming it last night live when I did want to, which is very frustrating and annoying. However, we are streaming it today, and it was kind of a bitch to find, honestly, because if you go Fox News, look at this. This bit's pretty wild. Fox News, they do have it, right? They have the debate on the site. They have it up there. People lie on the internet. I know. People have false information on the internet. But there's the whole Fox News site, right? And it should be fine. It should be great. And they have this, and then you click on it, and you try and do anything, and nothing happens. Nothing happens. I had this on my phone as well. I had it on my phone, and I checked, and I was like, okay, surely it's just a phone issue, you know? Maybe they fucked up. They didn't code it right, you know? They did something wrong. But no, you just can't. I'm clicking spacebar. I'm clicking K, which is play on YouTube. I'm clicking click. Nothing. It's an absolute catastrophe. However, folks, because I am a persistent individual, I'm very stubborn, and if there's something I want in a non-creepy way, I'm gonna get it. So I did, because thank God for one site where they apparently do not care about fucking copyright. I'm not sure if that's the deal, because it is published by the GOP on here, but Rumble! Thank God for Rumble! So, yeah, we could just jump right into it, frankly. There's not much I would like to get through otherwise today. We will have a look at some general other news, and, I might go through and gather some stories on the side. But this is quite a hunk of content. So I say we just get into it, and we just have a look. Thank God for Rumble. Look, dude, when in like fucking... in however many months, 6 months or whatever, when some edgy shit I said comes out and I get fucking done in for it on YouTube, I'll be going there and I'll be getting millions and millions of dollars from them, okay? Count my words, all right? I'm gonna be the first annoying leftist they employ over there. Okay, so let's have a look. I think, right? Let's just jump into it. I don't think there's much else that we need to talk about, you know? I know a lot of you folks probably wanted to watch it, but couldn't because it was live streaming at 3 a.m. For Euros, or 2 and for Brits. So, I say we just go into it. I think if let's get rid of the ugly Oh, Jesus. Let's get rid of the ugly down bit here. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. And then we can get into it. So, yeah, but Fox News, YouTube, this is me streaming it off Rumble, off the GOP thing. It's fair use because I'm talking about what they're saying and I'm doing something transformative. It's run over. Look, I appreciate the effort. I don't think that works, that one. Oh, wait a minute. No, I've always had audio issues with Rumble for some reason, actually. Tell you what, hold on. Don't worry, this is not a big issue. It's not a big issue. Just means I have to hop over to Microsoft Edge and we watch on there. I don't know why the audio doesn't work on Firefox. I feel like Firefox is just like, I know this site, you don't want to hear this. But it does, if I'm correct, I believe it does work on yeah, here we are. It works on Edge, so that's okay. Let me just I'll fix this really quickly. Let's change that to where is it? Hold on, folks. 1 second. We're nearly there. The second I figure this out, this says there's. Wait. Okay, maybe it's this one. That's not it. That's definitely not it. That's just a black screen. Wait. I've never had technical issues in my life, okay? This is, every stream I do, it goes perfectly. We've never had a problem occur in, ever. So don't worry, this will be over in just a second. Hello, hi, welcome, nice to have you. Let's add a new source. We'll do Edge. Don't worry, folks. Nearly got it. There we are. Perfect. See? That wasn't so bad. Then we close this. Is there a way we can make it kind of nicer? I don't want it full screen. There we are. Now he's chunky. Never a technical fault. What about the first 100 streams? It's not even gonna be the first 100. It's gonna be every stream ever. I swear to God. Starting in like a week or something, I'm gonna be streaming from my parents' house where I used to live, and I'm praying that for some reason they'll have better internet there. I don't know if that's the case, but I'm praying. Okay, let's get into it. Folks, and let's have a look at the Republican debate. All right. Oh, this is so quiet. Why is it so quiet? Okay. All right.
On our debate stage tonight.
There we are, folks. Can you hear that? Should be okay.
The battle as they battle for the GOP.
Oh yeah, Black Rifle Coffee Company. It's the racist coffee company.
This is the very
Every time you buy from them, you know they're exploiting some like POC extra hard.
The party's nomination next summer. The 8 contenders are positioned by the order they sit in the polls.
Time to lurk? Yeah, no worries. Lurking is welcome, especially with these big reaction streams.
Florida
you
Governor
know, I
Ron
like totally get it, you know? You just want to chill, hang out, that's perfectly fine. Oh my god, the faces of evil. These people do look genuinely evil. Apart from Mike. I feel like Mike went from looking like more evil, strangely, to now being like less evil somehow. You know? I don't know what happened there. Like he looked like so, like, I don't know, he looked so much worse. Yeah. Spooky guy. He's creepy. It's okay to be exactly. Everyone can be professional.
If someone is singled out, you get 30 seconds to respond. And when the time runs out, we all will hear this. Very pleasant.
Why are they laughing at that? That's the funniest shit they've heard on Fox ever.
And to explain why they are best prepared to be the Republican choice for president at a time when the likely Democrat nominee, President
it's pretty funny as well, right? Because we have like literally nobody here apart from like maybe DeSantis and Ramaswamy. I'm realizing I should be pronouncing it, are actually are actually like fucking relevant, right? If we go on 538 and we look at the Republican polls, wait, let's take a look at this. Hold on. And we look at the Republican polls here. Is it gonna work? There we are. If we look at the Republican polls, they are all eating shit pretty much. As soon as this loads in, they're all eating shit. Okay, like Trump, he's got like 52%, 51%, 52%. DeSantis, he's at we can see this down here actually. DeSantis is currently at 15%. Ramaswamy's at 10%. And I guess you could say Pence might be relevant with 4.2%. I think having maybe almost 5% makes you a little relevant, and that's kind of it, I believe. That's kind of it, honestly. But all of these people are eating shit, and now they're gonna go on the grand stage and try and argue it out. But like half of these fucking contestants have less than like 4%. So you know, it's a pretty embarrassing display here, honestly. Let's have a look. Let's keep going. I won't interrupt too much.
Biden is working to convince the country that with Bidenomics, things are looking up.
You haven't seen half these motherfuckers? Me neither. I wanted to do a thing of like researching these people, but after watching like snippets of this, I just decided it's not really worth it because these people are such fucking, they're so hopeless. And they're so shit.
65% of Americans
just,
say
like,
the country is headed in the
it's
wrong
not really
direction.
worth paying attention to them,
the reality
frankly.
for some voters we talked to here in Wisconsin this week.
We have noticed a dramatic increase in prices at the grocery store just across the board.
Gas is high and food is high. A lot of people's out here homeless because they can't buy food.
It's tough when you got mortgage rates at 7-8% versus 2 to 3. It's just you can't afford the house anymore.
I gotta say, I really appreciate how they actually ask like pressing questions with these, right? Like, they really don't fucking hold back. They go like pretty balls to the walls with it most of the time, and I can like actually fucking appreciate that. I'm pretty sure they have some actual like real like lefty journalists writing these questions a lot of the time. I think it's a mix of that and then other people, but I believe I read about that at some point. I'm not quite sure.
It's ridiculous. It's killing us out here.
As we sit here tonight, the #1 song on the Billboard chart is called Rich Men North of Richmond.
I missed this bit at the start. I can't believe they mentioned this fucking song. Really? It blew up like 4 days ago. Calm down.
Of deep frustration with the state of government and of this country. Washington, D.C. is about 100 miles north of Richmond.
Vivek said some things last night that made independents hate him, LMAO, but he's saying the right stuff to win the primary, TBH. I disagree, but we'll get to it. What pressing issue that is. Yeah. I mean, at least they're relating it back to an actual cultural issue, and then just being like, what do you think of this song?
So, Governor DeSantis,
is it good?
Why is this song
or do well, I guess, not win. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll see.
Now, what do you think it means?
His polling is like pretty decent.
This decline is not inevitable.
It's not awful, but it's really far from the best. Hi Mia, nice to have you. Welcome.
American decline.
Nice to see you.
And it starts with understanding we must reverse Bidenomics so that middle-class families have a chance to succeed again. We cannot succeed as a country.
I think he has a good shot of being Trump's VP pick, to be honest. Yeah, that does concern me. But then again, I'm also fairly confident in their ability to indict Trump and prevent him from actually running as president, right? Because if they do get him done for treason, he can't really become president. So, you know, I think it'll be okay. You know, you can tell they're really going for it there, and in terms of that, in terms of like holding Trump accountable. So I do generally believe it will be fine. Oil giants should keep their money to save America. Exactly. That's what's gonna help. That's what's gonna help. I think Chris Christie did well, but for independents, not Republicans. Yeah, Chris Christie was interesting. Matt Walsh cried about them not talking about culture war trans stuff. Of course he did. Well, it's because fucking when you poll for that, nobody actually gives that much of a shit. You know, like people cared for a bit, but also people get bored. You know. Like, especially, like, this crowd of people, you gotta keep them entertained. You gotta keep them interested. You can't just keep on, you know, replaying the same old fucking broken record again and again. Can't get over how DeSantis is literally just Homelander.
Or a new home, while Hunter Biden
It's gonna be fun. We'll see more of that as we go on.
Lousy paintings. That is wrong. We also cannot succeed.
He has such, oh my god, he has such energy of like an insolent like 8-year-old. He's like an angry like small child. And you know why? You know why I think he's like that? Is because his whole life like hinges on the fact that when he was younger, he went to the Little League Championships for baseball. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Ron DeSantis' whole claim to fame like growing up was him being a fucking Little League guy. Isn't that funny? Wait, let me see if I can find a picture of this. Look at this fella. Look at this fella. And he got his own little baseball card and everything. Yeah. It's funny. It's funny. He talks about it in his memoir a lot. Because he's you know, he wants to relate to the people. And then he also, yeah, whenever he talks about like him going to Yale as well, he's always like talking about how actually like he was the only good person there and everyone else was kind of shitty and gross, so he can like pretend he's like, you know, he's like a working person, you know, he's not like the other rich people.
When the Congress spends
You like his ears? They are funny. They are funny.
Those rich men north
It's shocking how DeSantis went from a strong rival to polling at like 8%. Genuinely remarkable fuck up. Yeah, the fucking the sharp decline of it all, like holy shit. I mean, again, let's just bring it back to this for a second, but look at this fucking like fall off, you know. I mean, even here he started out having, wow, back here he was at fucking 37%. And Trump was at 43. He was in like reach of Trump. And now he's fucking and now he's like literally Jesus Christ, it's like 25% down. No, 35 even. Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, he's eating shit and it's like so beyond embarrassing, you know? It's entertaining to watch.
All energy production. We will be
He hasn't been charged with anything that would prevent him from running, you think? Okay. Well, I'll have to look into that. We can have a look into that later and we'll see. Yeah. Also, yeah, I'm gonna open a BBC tab so I can see if anything else.
I showed it could be done in the state of Florida. I pledge to you as your
Meatball Ron is done. He so is. He so is. But then again, right? People talk about how Ramaswamy is actually like doing well. Ramaswamy is polling at like a third or a quarter of what Meatball Ron has. And I do know that we do need to like adjust the way that we think about that because Ramaswamy's a newcomer and Meatball Ron has been going at it for a while in politics. But they are all eating shit. You know, they're all really eating shit. Oh god, that smile. My lord. Look at this man. Look at this man.
I pledge to you as your president, we will get the job done and I will not let you down.
Oh my god.
Do you agree with Governor
The
DeSantis
meatball
just said there?
stare.
Why would you
The
be better
meatball
on
stare.
the economy?
Oh god.
Well, look, I do agree predominantly with what Governor DeSantis just laid out. I think that if you asked every one of us
Literally
up
just
here,
Homelander?
that we would agree
It could
predominantly
be.
with what he just laid out.
I like this fella. He has big fat man Jersey energy. And I kind of fuck with that. I kind of like that. It's a good energy to have, you know. He wasn't asked about them, but found ways to tie them in. Oh, okay. You're having a conversation. What's interesting about how Vivek is how Vivek almost exclusively talked about social values when compared to others. Yeah, I mean he's tapping into like the very, you know, base instincts of like the, you know, the angry reactionary, right? And he's aware of that.
look, I do agree predominantly with what Governor DeSantis just laid out. I think that if you asked every one of us up here, that we would agree predominantly with what he just laid out. Here's the difference. The difference is that we're going to have to work and make sure that we sell these ideas and be able to put ourselves in a position where we get a majority of the vote, not only by winning the Congress and the Senate in 24, but also by having someone who's had the experience of doing it. Now, I was elected as a conservative Republican in a blue state.
See, this is a guy who doesn't know that you need to tie in a buzzword every 5 seconds to keep them entertained. Okay, you need to give them something to clap at. Say China, say Mexico, say Muslims. I don't know. Bring something out. Come on.
61% of the vote.
Trans people.
The Democratic legislature against me the entire time. And we still, through hard, strong decision making, brought them around to our point of view. We cut taxes in New Jersey. We cut debt in New Jersey. We made sure that each and every
oh my
time
God,
we
this
were
guy's so
confronted
boring. Come on.
the things we need to do to fight waste. And I'd say the last thing is this, Brett. We cannot sit by any longer and allow the kind of spending that's going on in Washington, because every dollar they spend is a dollar that these people are not allowed to spend on their children and their grandchildren.
No,
It's robbing our country, and it's wrong.
That's a great
Governor,
conservative notion.
New Jersey, when you were governor, had the second lowest credit rating
Just
in the nation
being like, yeah, that's stealing everything from you.
It was downgraded 11 times.
Yep. Yeah, and
oh shit, that's a fucking scary look, dude. Holy fuck. When this guy gives you that. When he takes the glasses off, holy shit!
Lowest credit rating in the nation.
Hold on.
Illinois, and it was downgraded 11 times.
Yep. Yeah, and
that's a terrifying fucking stare, dude. Holy shit! Holy shit! We need more. We need Subway Surfers in the background. I'm honestly kind of tempted by that. I feel like I wouldn't mind that. I feel like I wouldn't mind that too much. Wait, let me pull up a let me find a Subway Surfers gameplay, and I'll wait, I'll put it on in the background.
And that's what happens when you inherit a blue state that has done that. But when you look at what we did on debt, Brett, in that state, we cut debt in that state.
I'm gonna just download the
MP4
MP4
left to us by 3 Democratic gubernatorial predecessors.
Geometry Dash gameplay. We can go for it all.
And
I
what
don't
you
care.
also saw us do was to cut
I mean,
the
look,
unemployment
this is one of those things. It's one of those pieces of content where it's going to oscillate between being like super entertaining and great content and being really not that good. So I'm more than happy to provide you folks with a little alternative for when you get bored. Because trust me, I have ADD. I will be bored as well.
Rate in half. It was over 10% when I became governor in 2010. What we also did was cut pension payments to public employees to make sure that taxpayers were not being soaked by a public employee union system that was killing the taxpayer.
Thank you, Governor.
Governor
Yeah,
Scott,
no, he's trying. He's trying to whip out the buzzwords. You know, he's talking about the taxpayer. He's talking about the person, the average individual who needs support. But people just don't care because he's not phrasing it in the right way.
Senator Scott, excuse me. The song also goes after welfare programs.
The debate gets a little spicy, so hopefully it'll keep your attention. Yeah. No, I trust it will. I trust it will. I'm just waiting for it to get past like the super like fucking boring people, you know.
Now President Biden argued for freezing federal spending, this was back in the 80s, and dealing with sacred cows. He does not talk about that anymore. You have been a senator, though, for 10 years.
Wait, dealing with sacred what? Did he say cows?
Argued for freezing federal spending, this was back in the 80s, and dealing with sacred cows. He does not talk
secret cows? What?
about that anymore. You have been a senator, though, for 10
I must be mishearing something. She did not just say secret cows, right?
years. So what have you done to rein in the increasing size of government?
Well, thank you for the question. Over the last 7 years, I've had an opportunity to vote against spending tax package after spending package after spending package. What we also need to understand is that Joe Biden's Bidenomics has led to the loss of $10,000 of spending power for the average family.
Is this making sound? Oh no, it's making sound.
That by turning the spigot
Okay,
off in
I'm
Washington,
sorry. I didn't hear the
sending
sound. It's
money
not giving
back
me
to
the sound.
states and allowing the decisions to be made at their
so
own
sorry.
houses. I helped write the Tax Cuts
Okay,
and
I
Jobs
shouldn't
Act
have to
in
hear
2017. We cut
Okay.
taxes for a single mom like the one that raised me by 70%,
That's really funny.
for dual households by 60%, returning to
Okay.
the average
Wait, what else
family
should we get? What else should we get? I'll get some
If you
more.
don't
I'll
send
get
it to
some
Washington,
more.
we can't spend it.
How about
That's
some of
good
those,
news
like,
for the American people.
Okay, but just
It was so
to
loud,
follow
your
up, you
mic was distorted. It made everything peak. I'm so
During
sorry
the Trump
about that.
administration, you approved
Wait, let's make this a little bit.
4.4 trillion, 4.1
Okay.
trillion, 1.7
Yeah.
trillion over the course of that administration. That's a lot of money.
There's no doubt that during the Trump administration, when we were dealing with the COVID virus, we spent more money. But here's what happened at the end of our time in the majority.
Oh god.
We had
Okay, wait. Is
low
satisfying compilation? How about
record
that?
low
How about that?
unemployment, 3.5% for the majority of the population.
Oh,
70-year low for women.
Also, unrelated, this guy, actually very related, this guy is so boring, you know? I have watched this debate in advance, a little bit, because I wanted to, you know, see it live. But I did stop watching, so there's a little bit that stays, you know, unexpected for me. But this guy, he has no idea how to talk. He's like literally like, if you're like, he's like when two people are having a conversation, or they're like trying to make a story, and so it like always one person says a word and then the other person says a word, so they're like trying to build a sentence together and make it make sense. That's how this guy's brain is. He has two brain cells, they're both fighting and trying to like get somewhere, but they have no idea what they're doing. He's fucking terrible.
African Americans, Hispanics, and Asians had a all-time low, but our inflation was at 2%. Under Joe Biden.
See, this is a guy as well that understands you need to use buzzwords, but then like overdoes it, you know? This is how we get young men to the left, Subway Surfers and Street. I'm hoping. Look, we'll make it happen, okay? We'll make it happen. I'm late waiting for Trump arrest, been chilling on Twitter, arguing with Tankies. Very base, Fudge, very base. Nice to have you. Nice to have you. It was really funny, you just drowned out Scott as soon as he started talking. That sounds so good, holy shit. Okay, let's,
Biden, we've seen the exact opposite. We've seen inflation explode, which led to 12 Federal Reserve increases that's devastating home buyers today.
Mr. Ramaswamy, you're listening to these answers.
If I may,
No, hold on
that
one
was our
second. We're going
administration, so I don't know if I get a chance to respond.
He didn't mention you specifically, but we'll be
Sorry.
with you in a second.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Vice President. Mr. Ramaswamy,
okay.
listening to all of this, why should voters choose you over more experienced
man.
politicians
Okay,
on the
perfect.
stage? You're basically,
Perfect.
you know, a blank slate for people. You're 38 years old. You've said
we got
that you
more
only
space,
voted in
folks.
2
Okay.
presidential
Yeah,
elections
more real
before
estate.
this moment, this political race.
Okay, wait, let's listen to this then.
So first, let me just address a
Okay,
question
wait.
that is on him.
I forgot what the question was. Wait, let's listen to it. We'll get a little bit more in a second, but let's see what the question is.
38 years old. You've said that you only voted in 2 presidential elections before this moment, this political race.
He looks like Jakub. He does a little bit. I realized in the thumbnail that I made for this stream, he looks a little bit like that, and I felt a bit bad.
So first, let me just address the
Geometry
question
dash?
that
I
is
can
on
do that.
everybody's mind at home tonight. Who the heck is this skinny guy with a funny last name, and what the heck is he doing in the middle of this debate stage?
Oh, that's why. Okay, I didn't see this bit. I saw the bit where somebody responded to him and said that he's like a skinny guy with a funny last name, and I thought it was just straight up racism. This is an Obama reference.
I'll tell you, I'm not a politician,
Obama said that, I believe. I think.
Brett. You're right about that.
Or
I'm
he
an
like
entrepreneur.
had
My
similar
parents came to this country with no
statements,
money
if
40
I
years ago.
recall
I
correctly.
have gone on to found multi-billion-dollar companies. I did it while
Thank you,
marrying my
Vivek,
wife
for
at
inventing
Portland,
your kind.
raising our 2
Yeah,
sons,
exactly. This is
following
we've
our
got to
faith
thank
in
this guy.
God.
We'd appreciate
That is the
him.
American
He's
dream.
so He's so
and I am
great.
genuinely worried that that American dream will not exist for our two sons and their generation unless we do something about it. And I do think Brett is going to take an outsider, because for a long time we have professional politicians in the Republican Party who have been running from something. Now is our moment to start running to something, to our vision of what it means to be an American today.
This guy, he's interesting, right? Because he's doing pretty well, but also you can tell that he's optimized every little part of what he says and how he delivers it. What the fuck is happening in that video? What the fuck? Okay. This is not good for my ADD. He optimizes every little part of what he says. You know, he clearly like thinks about it way too much. And I think that makes him like look like a weaker candidate. But then again, the Republican, the GOP voter base is dumb as shit. If he becomes president, we will get Ramaswamy. Great. Ramaswamy is just a total elimination of the middle class, only poverty and extreme richness. He wants to be the annoying 4chan poster vote so bad. He wants the annoying 4chan poster. Yeah, he does. He's trying really desperately to get like the edgy, racist brown 4chan kid vote. He's trying to like convince like other POC that they can also be like racist and evil as well. I feel like he wants to make example like for all the POC racists out there. He's going for it. Put me on that stage, I'll start kyling like a motherfucker. Jesus Christ. I think you'd win, frankly.
Broken car, you don't turn over the keys to the people who broke it again. You hand it over to a new generation to actually fix the problem. That's why I'm in this race and we're just getting warmed up.
All right, to you, Governor Haley. So
Wow.
why are you better positioned
Wait, actually, you know what?
turn around this
I'm downloading the Geometry Dash video. I just realized it's going to be much funnier if I get it in like 240p.
economy that we've heard all of these voters talking about tonight? Then Mr. Ramaswamy,
You can
who
be
is a
Adolf
successful
Hitler no matter what color you are. True.
entrepreneur nationally
True.
right now.
He's such an
beating
icon.
polls.
Well, I don't care about polls. What I care about the fact is that no one is telling the American people the truth.
Literally that
The
meme
truth
where it's
is
like
that
Groiper
Biden didn't do
1488, you're
this to
browner than I
us. Our
thought you'd be.
Republicans did this to
Yeah,
us, too.
literally.
When
This guy is probably like the most racist person you've ever talked to on the internet. Like genuinely, he's probably like every single one of those. He acts like it as well. He acts like such a stereotypical, boring, fucking like basic fascist reactionary type. He doesn't. I don't know. I feel like it's so he's so like clearly trying to appeal to like that kind of generic style that it almost becomes like boring. But then again, I'm somebody who's more interested in politics. I don't know if the average like GOP voter is going to be aware of it the same way that I am.
They passed that $2.2 trillion COVID stimulus bill. They left us with 90 million people on Medicaid, 42 million people on food stamps. No one has told you how to fix it. I'll tell you how to fix it. They need to stop the spending. They need to stop the borrowing. They need to eliminate the earmarks that the Republicans brought back in. And they need to make sure they understand these are taxpayer dollars. It's not their dollars. And while they're
Ew,
all saying
woman.
this, you
Yeah,
have Ron
yeah.
DeSantis, you've got Tim Scott, you've got Mike Pence. They
She's-
all voted to raise the debt. And Donald
She is the
Trump
one I like the most out of this set of people. I think because she's the one who seems the least like mentally ill. She's so annoying. Abe, when he sees a woman, what? He fucking come on. She's not that bad. Chris Christie is clearly better. Look, I do like Chris Christie. They're all terrible people, but I am fond of him. It's like in how he appears.
added $8 trillion to our debt.
Chrissy is
And our
better, but
kids are
she's
never
more
gonna forgive us for
charismatic.
this.
I don't know. When you're thinking about like these sorts of social groups that are going to be wired to be more, bigoted and hierarchical, I think we have to remember that they see being non-standard, like as in non-masculine in this case, as being less charismatic, I believe, because she's kind of embodying the strong, calm female energy that that's like people want, some women aspire to have, right? But that's just not going to appeal to like men in the voter base.
And so at
I
the
don't
end of
feel
the
like
day, you look at the 2024 budget, Republicans asked for
actually, you know what? Yeah, I mean, she is more charismatic than Christie. But yeah, I'm not sure how that will reflect for them.
$1.4 billion in earmarks. Democrats asked for $2.8 billion. So you tell me who.
My conservative friends are all making fun of her for some dumb line she dropped about if you wanted something talked about, ask a man. If you want something done, ask a woman. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? She is kind of doing that. Wait, no, where Subway surfers go? Oh yeah, folks, don't worry. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Because she's like she's got this kind of like half like girl boss, feminist, you know, awesome energy, and then on the other hand, she's also got this like fucking she's like a conservative, being like women need to be in the kitchen and stop having rights, and you know it's like it's a tough mix.
Who are the big spenders? I think it's time for an accountant.
People
in the White
demand
House.
Subway surfers. Don't worry, I promise. I'll give you the Subway surfers. Please don't hurt me, please.
54% of voters say the cost of groceries is a, quote, major problem
Burning
for them.
towel, folks. Right.
You blamed the Biden administration spending
Another
for
hat
that
stream.
increase. But as vice president,
It's another
your
hat stream.
administration spent
I'm
more than
giving
any
up.
prior.
Okay, wait.
$7.8 trillion
We got another one.
added to the national debt, $3.5 trillion of that before COVID. So does that mean that you're part of the spending problem?
Well, first off, thanks for the question. Thanks for letting me respond to a reference to our administration's record. I'm incredibly proud of the record of the Trump-Pence administration. I mean, in 4 short years, we rebuilt our military. We revived our economy. We unleashed American energy. And we appointed 3 conservatives to the Supreme Court that gave the
Mike Pence situation is very interesting, right? Because he has this like tough balancing act where he has to mix between the fact that he's good because he went against what Trump wanted to do, and he you know, he fucking oh yeah, it's the Geometry Dash one. Oh no, wait, it is I'm so sorry everyone, I'm so sorry. Okay, on the one hand he's got this like thing where he likes to brag about how he's the only one in the Trump administration that didn't like start like breaking the law and everything, and then on the other hand he has this he has to talk about how like the Trump administration was actually super great and everything, and it was actually like perfect because you know, he was there and there was nothing wrong, there was nothing ever wrong. What are you talking about? There's an issue there? No, of course not, yeah.
The American people a new beginning for the right to life.
Wide, it's beautiful. This
Martha,
is beautiful.
You asked earlier who's the most best prepared for this job.
Who is the most best prepared?
All of my friends on
It's the classic question.
And even to one that's probably looking on. I think unquestionably I am the best prepared, the most tested, the most qualified and proven conservative in this race. I was a leader in the Congress of the United States. I led Indiana where we balanced budgets.
I mean, nobody likes him. Nobody likes him. I mean, as we saw, he has, what, 4% in the polls, but most Republicans, especially like the hardcore ones, they were like big Trump fans, they want him fucking dead. They hate him, you know? I mean, I don't know if you folks saw this, but during January 6th, there was like a large like caucus of people who went there and they were like, they chanted something about like hang Mike Pence and stuff, you know, that kind of thing. They wanted to fucking lynch him. They wanted him gone. They wanted him dead. Like there's no... There's no way he's going to come back from that. And it's very interesting to me that he's fighting back against that by being the total anti-Trump, you know? Like, Trump embodies... I thought about this the other day and I came to an interesting conclusion. Trump embodies... like a dick, like in every sense of the word, you know. He tries to be masculine, he tries to be a little bit gross, and like he blows himself up a lot, and he has this kind of disgusting, like abrasive masculine energy, you know. And Mike is trying to go for the calm, you know, relaxed, inviting masculine energy instead. So it's interesting to see how he's taken this, but it's just not something that's going to work in the current political climate, you know. The Republicans, they just don't want that right now, you know, most of them.
And had a AAA bond rating.
He's just too bland for Republicans. Exactly.
As Vice President of the United States.
Mike's a theocrat. No normal voter will vote him in mass, especially because of the abortion stuff.
Yeah. The Obama administration, and then we were there in the worst pandemic in 100 years. All that being said, I was the first person in this race to say that we've got to deal
Mike
with the
Pence should look at all his opponents on the stage, look them in the eyes, and call them all gay to get the numbers up. Exactly. Dude, if he wanted to win, then that would be like the number one strategy for doing it, honestly. Literally just be an asshole. Fuck around, make fun of people. It's clearly helping. I mean, Ramaswamy is a massive cunt in this debate, and his numbers went up like a little bit. It's not like a huge amount, but it is, you know, they did go up.
the long-term national debt.
Just look at Vivek and go, haha, gay. I mean, literally just say something racist. Like, that would probably, like, be better than, like, literally anything else that he says during this debate in terms of, like, getting their attention, making people actually, like, wanna watch.
Stage that won't even talk about issues like Social Security and Medicare. I mean, Vivek, you recently said a president can't do everything. Well, I got news for you, Vivek. I've been in the hallway. I've been in the West Wing. A president of the United States has to confront every crisis facing America. I will put our nation back on the path to growth and prosperity and restore fiscal responsibility, just as I did in Congress and as governor,
Mr. Vice President.
and when I was vice president.
See, that's a perfectly fine, like, political, like, statement to make, and it would work if you had a normal audience, like, to a degree, right? I mean, most people can hear that and be like, oh, okay. I mean, if you'd, like, understand you want to keep the economy stable, then you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But, like, people in that audience just don't, they're not like that. They're not like that, you know?
You were named earlier. I'm going to give Vivek first.
We'll get to both of them.
Yeah, this isn't that complicated, guys. Unlock American energy. Drill, frack, burn coal, embrace nuclear. Put people back to work.
Oh my god.
Them more to
I love how his whole bit is
Reform
just,
the
I
US
fucking
Fed,
hate the
stabilize
environment.
The US dollar,
Hiya.
and go to war. The
Hi,
only war
welcome.
that I will declare as U.S. president will be the war on the federal administrative state that is the source of those toxic regulations acting like a wet blanket on the economy. So I'm not sure I exactly understood Mike Pence's comment, but
True. That's what's fucked up the economy. I mean, he's not entirely wrong, right? There are like a substantial amount of jobs that got lost via, you know, people becoming less eager to support fossil fuels and to buy them and you know, switching over to greener alternatives. But acting like that's the fucking like that's the only way to solve it is to bring back the like jobs that are destroying nature is so fucking stupid. It's just such a silly fucked thing to say.
I'll let you all parse that out. For me, it's pretty simple. That's something a U.S.
He's
president
referring to
can
him as
do
Vivek because he
with
can't
focus
pronounce
and
Ramaswamy.
Well, let me explain it to you.
Most
Let me explain
likely.
it to you, Vivek, if I can.
Man, fuck the
I'll go
environment.
slower this
True.
time.
True.
I sometimes
Fuck them
struggle with the
kids.
reading
They want
comprehension.
to live
I was
in a
House
planet
conservative leader before it was
that's
cool.
not like boiling.
I actually pushed a Deficit Reduction Act. That was the last time we actually reduced the national debt in the United States when I was the leader of House conservatives. I balanced budgets and cut taxes when I was governor. I mean,
Wait, he's gonna talk about then like the reducing the national debt when it went up like how many trillion over the Trump presidency? I thought he did great there. I thought that record there was so good.
Joe Biden has weakened this country at
Those
home
big
and
mean
abroad.
regulations. How
Now is
dare they
the
not
time
want the
for
environment to
on-the-job
get so much
training.
worse?
We don't need to bring in a
Nah, I don't need
rookie.
to ski to live. Exactly. You're a skier? Who cares? Who cares? You don't need snow. Use salt like Marie Antoinette.
30 seconds when you have a rebuttal. Okay?
Fun fact, I can't remember if it was Marie Antoinette. Some French aristocrat, she got a bunch of like powder or some kind of, I think it was either sugar or salt or something, because she wanted to do skiing, but she didn't want to go somewhere where it actually like snowed. And so she just like got a bunch of, bought a bunch of that and did it there. It's kind of awesome. You're a friendly stream time, Pog? Yes, we're a Euro stream. I'm streaming every day at 8 p.m. Not every day, every other day, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and a weekend day, 8 p.m. German time, because we love the Euros here, and I'm also a Euro, so.
Hey, and you are up, Governor DeSantis.
So here's the thing. Why are we in this mess? Part of it, and a major reason, is because how this federal government handled COVID-19 by locking down this economy. It was a mistake. It should have never happened. And in Florida, we led the country
Common
out
Euro
of
W. We
lockdown.
love to see
kept
it.
our
We
state
love to see
free
it.
and open. And I can tell you this, as your president, I will never let the deep state bureaucrats lock you down. You don't take somebody like Fauci and coddle him. You bring Fauci in, you sit him down, and you say, Anthony, you are fired.
It says a lot that he would speak to Fauci like he's also a child. I swear to God, this man is so angry 10-year-old coded.
We're going to bring in
just want to finish responding to Mike. I just want to respond to Mike for 1 second because he invoked me back. Listen, now that everybody's gotten their memorized, pre-prepared slogans out of the way, we can actually have a real discussion now. The reality
Was that one of yours?
Not really, Mike. Actually, we're just gonna have some fun tonight.
That's kind of hard. Mike is proud of himself for that one. Mike is proud. I can't blame him. That's a pretty good moment.
And the reality is, you have a bunch of people, professional politicians, super PAC puppets, following slogans handed
Why
over
does
to
his
them by
head
their
move like that when
400
he's
super
talking?
PACs.
He's a bobblehead. He is like literally a bobblehead. Look at this guy. Look at his build. That's a bobblehead who like kind of escaped. I'm gonna turn up my mic a little bit. I think I could be louder. There we are, folks. Okay, we're gonna put it at this. Here we are. Yeah. I just want to make sure that I'm like the right volume, so I know my streams are a little quiet. There we are. That could be better. I meant Ron, but he does it in a different way. Oh, they literally all do it. They're not humans, I guess. He cuts so deep with his witty remarks. He does. Deep State has the Jews, I mean globalists. Yeah, that would never say anything anti-Semitic. And anti-Semitic conspiracy theories in the Republican Party? What are you talking about, Lurker? That's never happened. Ever.
Last week, the real choice we face in this primary is this.
It's funny, he absolutely prepared that line beforehand.
Do you want a patriot who speaks the truth?
Yeah, he did. He clearly did.
Incremental reform, which is what you're hearing about, or do you want revolution?
Okay.
And I stand on the side of the American revolution.
We're going to take control back here.
We need everyone to have a moment on the economy. I think that's fair.
He wants a revolution, huh?
We're going to get back to
Interesting. Interesting way to do a revolution. To actually campaign to get democratic control.
Great, thank you, Martha. And of course, I'm from a town of 300 people. It's a big deal.
Oh my god, look at this guy. Look at those eyebrows, dude. I gotta say, this is crazy fucking eyebrow game. I'm like, wow. He should base his whole platform around that, honestly. I would vote for him just for those little caterpillars. My god.
To make it on this stage with all these folks.
Also, who the fuck is this guy? Do you think if we spread fake news about Vivek being a Hindu nationalist, it'll make him decrease in the polls?
I think I took him a little too literally when they said go to Milwaukee.
I think it would, but I think he would become more racist as a consequence. He would start saying like awful shit about Hindus.
We're missing something. We can't just talk about the Biden
revolution like a woke socialist. True, that's what he is.
Of course, we're paying too much for our energy.
Watch them accuse him of that though as well. Watch them accuse him of like being left wing just because he's a brown guy. You know, like 100% that's gonna happen. Like this guy can say like the most horrible, awful right wing shit in the world, and yet they'll still think he might be like a leftist because he's like of the color of his skin. I assure you that's gonna fucking happen.
Energy in our state, right, in our
overthrowing the establishment by running on pardoning a former president.
Policies on energy. We've got a
yeah, it's pretty hardcore.
It's
pretty hardcore. Can the president literally pardon anybody? Is that real? Is that real? Can the president pardon anyone? Anyone? No. What? For a federal crime. What? Although the president's power is broad, it's not without accepted limitations. Perhaps it is most important that the president can only pardon federal offenses. He cannot interfere with state prosecutions. But wait, so many very important laws are just like only federal, right? Aren't there like a ton of like really crucial laws that only exist on a federal level? Because like states are like, oh, it already exists federally. We don't need to make an extra law about that. What the fuck? What?
Of Green New Deals.
The worst crimes are federal. Yeah. What? Oh, I hate America. It's such a shithole country, man. What the fuck?
Spending buried in the Inflation Creation Act is something that is just subsidizing China. If we're going to stop buying oil from the Middle East and start buying batteries from China, we're just
corruption in America. What? Yeah, it's fucked up though as well because America has like legalized corruption, right? Like America like really fucking accepts it. They have like very few limits there and they just roll with it. And then like no wonder like people are like, fuck democracy, it's bad when you do just have like a really dog shit democracy. Lobbying is just legal bribery. Exactly. Like how are we to actually have a real democracy if it, like especially under capitalism, in which case we're already like way less democratic, you know, because of monetary influence. Like, how are you gonna then have also like lobbying be legal and pretend we have like a remotely just society? You know, like how are you even gonna like pretend? You know, like that just makes no sense. The serial killing baby eater walking out of prison after serving 5 days because he said Trump is cool. True. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen at some point. But I'm hoping the American people are too racist to allow this guy to get in and do that. But we'll see. We'll see. We never know. Let's not make any definite statements, you know. Also, because in the fucking 2016 election, I was little old me, little 13-year-old me. I was very sure the American people wouldn't vote for Trump. I was like, you know, there's a slight chance, but 99% sure, no. Like, there's so much shit. We know there's so much terrible stuff that can never happen. They're not that stupid. They don't hate themselves that much that they'd elect a guy like that, and then they did. So let's fucking just wait it out, I guess. We'll see. Baby Eaters the most oppressed group, honestly. Never forgive Trump for not pardoning Tiger King. Justice for Joe Exotic.
Says, no,
we need it.
Sanctions on
To
Russian
be fair,
oil.
Trump did lose the popular vote. Yeah, but barely, you know. 12-year-old me was convinced Trump would win. Wow, shit. I mean, maybe you were just more politically aware than me. I don't know. I didn't see it as feasible.
It's on Russian oil. Well, then it's
your grandma voted for him because she thought he was hot? Huh? That's a new one. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking wild. Everyone thought I was crazy. Look, Mia, big respect if you managed to figure that one out. I mean, it was kind of unprecedented, right? Like, I feel like there hadn't been someone like Trump who managed to, you know, get elected in that way, you know? Like, conservatism is, like, shifted so gradually. Never ask Schizo Abe who he voted for in 2016. Abe! You fucker. Don't... Please don't vote for another Republican president, please. Abe did not vote in 2016? Wait a minute. Abe was, what, 24? And in 2016, that's 6 years ago. No, Abe could have voted, maybe, depending on when his birthday is.
20% off. Who's buying it? China. So
You
if
just knew that
buy a
Trump had the
battery in this
source?
country, you buy a solar panel. It's being produced in a plant in China.
I know a lesbian whose one guy crush was Putin? You people need to stop dropping this on me. I can't handle it. Thanks for the Subway Surfers in the bottom. You are most welcome. I'm here to accommodate for all the neurodivergents who need a little extra stimuli. Oh god.
Coal, or it's being powered by oil and gas at 20% off, and every farmer in this country would like to buy diesel at 20% off, just like they're buying it in China.
The clip is so fucking funny. I mean, all the shit on my screen is really funny to me. I kind of want to bring something new on. Do you folks have any other suggestions for what we could put in the background? Wait, how about... how about one of those,
And let me just tell you that
what are they called?
I'm a pro-life governor from a...
Wait. What are those videos called where they do they like construct shit and they do it in like the old way? They use like fucking... Oh, roller coaster POVs. That's a good one. Wait, I'll do roller coaster POVs first. If anyone can think of the ancient construction, I can't remember. There's some name for that channel. But I'll get roller coaster POV right now. The entirety of Oppenheimer.
Have a conservative record.
I wish. Primitive Tech. Thank you so much. Yeah.
In Arkansas as governor, I created a $2 billion surplus that I passed over to my successor, and I made sure that we shrunk the size of government. We have 14% fewer state employees in Arkansas
they do bricklaying,
after I
but that's not
left
it.
government than when I took over as governor 8 years ago. I tell that because that's what we need in Washington, D.C. We need somebody who can
See, this guy has soft energy, you know? This guy has soft energy. Those videos are fake every time it sounds you to say it. They are fake. Yeah, they tend to use like actual construction devices and that kind of thing. I was devastated when I found out. Like the stream. Yeah, like the stream. Okay, like the stream. If you haven't subscribed, give me a sub. Okay. I don't have a donation link, but get your fucking wallets ready for the one day that I do have it. I do want to make one. right? I really want to make one, but I can't because they, the fucking bastards, they made it so, oh god, wait, what was I gonna say? Wait, no, I'm retarded. No, wait, there we are. The bastards made it so that the donation link you're given is, bases off your email address, and my email address is my full name. So I'm not about to, you know, fucking like just let them, okay, wait, this is gonna be loud. Okay, it's not loud, thank God. I'm not about to, you know, let my whole fucking audience know my full name, okay?
Both of the federal government that can actually reduce the size, and I've pledged to
No, it's like a
reduce by
TikTok
10%
video.
our federal non-defense
My real name
workforce.
isn't Karl Max,
That's
I
a
know.
specific pledge
It is
to make
Max.
that attacks the
Max is in there,
state.
mind you.
And let me applaud some of the business partners that are
Doxing
here
me? Don't
that have had
dox me.
success in business. But let me tell you,
Stream
I've
looks
been
so
a federal
fucking stupid.
prosecutor. I've served our country in terms of being
Oh,
head of
yeah.
the DEA, in Homeland Security, in times of
That's okay.
crisis. And while I think that that's experience that is important for
Can we
the
get one of those
future of our
ballistic
country,
dummy shotgun
to be
videos?
the
We can.
president of the
We can
United States that
eventually.
can lead with
I
positive
just need
solutions to be held
to,
accountable.
I need to get the roller
Thank you.
coaster video
We have
first.
a lot of topics to get to, and I promise we're going to get to everyone if we play
Okay,
with
let me get a
your
roller
rules.
coaster
Okay,
video.
next topic. More than 1,000 people are still unaccounted for in Maui. After the deadliest U.S. wildfire in more than a century, Hawaii's governor and White House officials said
I don't know
that
if this is
climate
more or
change-
less cursed in the debate alone. I don't know either, but I'm realizing that I'm kind of a genius for this. Because if they do want to copyright it, it's gonna be kind of harder if there's like a million things on the screen. Sniper Wolf reaction clips. That would be kind of funny. That would be kind of funny. Wait, I'm gonna get the roller coaster one first.
amplified the cost of human error.
And a tropical storm hit California for the first time in
This is
84
anti-copyright
years.
praxis
The ocean
based.
hit 101 degrees off the coast of Florida. And in the last month, the heat wave in the Southwest broke records nearly 50 years old.
1,000,000% engagement and no copyright. I've gamed it. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. I don't have my viewers on ever because it makes me anxious if I can see it go up or down whenever anything happens. But I can imagine that for people with, if there's anyone clicking on this with ADD and they're gonna have the time of their lives with this. So it went up, Pog. Okay, don't tell me anything. Okay, leave it at that. Leave it at that. Don't tell me.
So Alexander Diaz from Young America's Foundation has a question for you all.
Polls consistently show that young
My view
people's
count
number
has
one
gone
issue is
up.
climate change.
Okay.
How will you, as both President of the United States and
you people saying it like that is very scary.
leader of the Republican Party,
I'm glad
calm their
everyone's enjoying the videos.
fears that the Republican Party doesn't care about climate change?
So we want to start
Oh
with
wait,
issue is
this is great. We need to watch this. We need to watch this. We need to watch this.
nearly 50 years old.
So Alexander Diaz from Young America's Foundation has a question for you all.
Polls consistently show that young people's number
10
one issue is
million.
climate change. How will you,
Shut
as
up,
both
Abe.
President of the United States and leader of the Republican Party, calm their fears that the Republican Party doesn't care about climate change?
Okay, so here hits on the fact. The youth's biggest problem is that is climate change. Now let's see. Let's see how these compassionate Republican debate members respond. Yeah, don't forget to like the stream. Like the stream, folks. Like the stream. Give me a sub,
So
etc.,
we want to
etc.
start on this with a show of hands. Do you believe in human behavior is causing climate change? Raise your hand if you do.
Look, we're not school children. Let's have the debate. I mean, I'm happy to take it to start. Alexander?
So do you want to raise your hand or not?
We're not school children.
I think that's the way to do. So let me just say to Alexander this.
Man who
First of
behaves
all,
most like a school
one of the
child
reasons
ever.
our country's decline is because of the way the corporate media treats Republicans versus Democrats. Biden
Oh, wait,
was
no,
on
it's
the
kind of in
beach
front of
while those
everything.
people were
Oh.
suffering. He was asked about it. He said, no comment. Are you kidding me? As somebody that's handled disasters in Florida, you
Are
gotta
you
be
kidding me?
activated. You've got to be there. You've
He's
got to
like-
be present. You've got to be
he's
helping
such an
people.
angry
So we're
child.
doing this. And here's the deal.
So is that a yes or is that a yes? Is that a hand raise?
You do not.
Republican climate change policy is to eat shit and die. It feels like it. The entirety of the CCP is watching me live. Well, that's not true. The CCP would never watch me. They don't like my stuff or tell me what to say. This has never
Let
happened.
us be honest as Republicans. I'm the only person on the stage who isn't bought and paid for, so I can say
Trans
this.
people cause
The
climate change. They did.
agenda Is a hoax.
Can't wait for the UFO question. No, god damn it, I miss him being silly. I miss him being silly. Climate change agenda's a hoax.
Let us be honest as Republicans. I'm the only person on the stage who isn't bought and paid for, so I can say this. The climate change agenda is a hoax. The climate
I love how he started this off as well. Like earlier when we watched him in the intro, he talked about how sometimes you need to learn to take things from one generation and pass it on to the other, you know, make him president because he's young and fresh. And now he's like, fuck kids, I fucking hate them, I fucking hate the youth. They can all die and burn. Trans farts are ruining the environment. They are. Big shock, by the way, in news. Apparently, US officials have ruled Prigozhin's death as an assassination. Color me shocked. Yeah, no, I saw that. But thank you for letting me know. We can let the chat know. Yeah, apparently, we saw that there's like clear damage from like missiles, and I believe also some bullet holes. It looked like. So yeah, shockingly, Prigozhin was, you know, he was murdered. Bought by Big Tree. I'm not bought and paid for. Here, listen to my oil lobbyist talking points. Exactly.
People are dying of bad climate change policy.
Honestly, though, I don't even know if he would like need oil money to be saying that kind of thing. He seems like the kind of person who would just like want to destroy the environment for the fuck of it. Like he would just be fine to do that, you know?
Than they are of actual climate change.
You killed Prigozhin? Mia! Mia!
Listen.
He's too silly. He is too silly. He's a coke industry plant, yeah.
Of a guy who sounds like ChatGPT standing up here.
Oh, with the powerful New Jersey energy.
In one of these debates, Brett, who stood in the middle of the stage and said, "What's a
See, this is why I like this
with
guy.
an odd last name doing up here?" was Barack Obama, and I'm afraid we're dealing with the same type of amateur.
He just called him fucking Obama. This guy like goes up, says like the most evil, horrible shit, and then he's like, you're like Obama because you said the one thing. Thoughts on Prigozhin's pilot being vaxxed? You never know. You never know.
The same type of amateur.
Racism? Yeah, I mean, I saw that bit where he said that to him, and I didn't see the bit where Vivek in the intro said that he's a guy with a weird last name, so I thought he was just doing like hardcore racism on him. Christie's probably the most reasonable candidate. No, I think it's the woman. The woman seems to be the most reasonable to me. Christie seems to have some pretty dog shit opinions. No, roller coaster POV. Wait. We'll fix it, folks. Don't worry. Is it possible the only reason Chris Christie did so well in the debates is because the moderators promised him endless McDonald's? Come on. We can't. No. It's not too much fat phobia, okay? Not too much fat phobia. A little bit, but we keep it healthy, okay? He's dunking on Vivek so hard right now that his sweaty balls are smacking his five head. Yeah, he's really going for it.
Are you bought and paid
what I would like to say is the fact that I think this is exactly why Margaret Thatcher said if you want something...
I love the energy that the moderators have as well, that they just fucking hate these people. It just seems like they despise them.
Ask a woman.
What is the guy on the left building? Is he building something? Oh, this guy. I thought you were talking about on the debate stage. I thought someone was like constructing something.
I want to see that taken care of, but there's a right way to do it. And the right way to do it is, first of all, yes, is climate change real? Yes, it is. But if you want to go and really change the environment, then we need to start telling China and India that they have to lower their emissions. That's where our problem is. And these green subsidies that Biden has put in, all he's done is help China, because he doesn't understand all these electric vehicles that he's done, what that does. Half of the batteries for electric vehicles
The
are made in
UK
China.
debate after this,
And
I might have
that's
to.
That's not helping the environment. You're putting money in China's pocket, and Biden did that. So, first of all, I think we need to acknowledge the truth, which is these subsidies are not working.
And this is a really good angle, though, right? I think it's like I listened to this and I was really fascinated, because it is. I was like, how can you make the climate change issue racist? and she figured it out. She figured out she figured out a way to make it appeal to people. And it's really amusing. It's funny though because nobody seems to actually like her. She polls pretty poorly. I don't think her numbers went up during this. We can have a look though. I'm not sure if that's correct. But it is a really unique angle on it. I do appreciate the new thing. The Subway Surfers clips are so unsatisfying. They're not even getting most of the coins. No. Okay, we might have to. I'll replace it with a Sniper Wolf video because I think we might be running out of space.
Excuse me, man.
What? So we're only using the toe.
Is that my sock?
No.
Are those cheese slices?
Baby, they're
Oh shit, sorry. Jesus Christ, that's a Sniper Wolf video. I'm so sorry.
We also need to take on the international world and say, okay, India and China, you've got to stop polluting, and that's when we'll start to deal with
Senator Scott, are you bought and paid for?
Absolutely.
Are you bought and paid for?
What?
I'm sorry.
Are you bought?
We heard, are you bought and paid for, and just said absolutely. Perfect. Sniper Wolf react stream. Look, we'll pull her up in the corner. We're not going to react to her exclusively. I'm not going to steal Mr. Jack's film's bit, but we'll steal it a little bit. We'll steal it a little bit.
Absolutely not. I mean, here's what the American people deserve: is a debate about the issues that affect their lives. Going back and forth.
Where does
being
Sniper Wolf
childish
get
is
her
not helpful
ideas
to
from
the
her
American
fans?
people to decide
I
on
don't
the next
know.
leader of our
I don't
country. Number
know.
one.
I would
Wait a
love to
second.
find
Number
out.
two, as a kid who grew up in a single-parent household, mired in poverty, I wondered, was the American dream real for kids who were devastated by poverty, devastated by the challenges of life? I came to the conclusion that America can do for anyone what she's done for me if we focus on restoring hope, creating opportunities, and protecting America. If we
Wait,
want
I put the
environment
roller coaster video on loop. That should be looping. Wait, okay, wait.
to be better, and we all do, the best thing to do is to bring our jobs home from China. If we create 10 million new jobs.
Hello friends, it's me, and today we're
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just saw how loud that. Oh no. Oh god. Oh fuck. That's not what I meant to do. I just saw how loud that was. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry, folks. Okay, wait. Wait, would we we could have this. Oh my god. Okay, wait. We can do this. We can do this. And then there we are. That's some fucking content right there, baby. Holy shit. Holy shit.
America,
do it quickly.
It's really
America
funny when
has
I bring in a new clip and it
I'm a
overpowers
Southern
the
boy, I
shit
talk
thing.
slow. So
It's pretty great. Among Us somewhere?
America
Maybe.
our
Maybe we can
carbon
pull up a
footprint in
montage of
half
some
in the
kind.
last 25 years. The places where they are continuing to increase: Africa, 950 million people; India, over 1 billion; China, over 1 billion. Why would we put ourselves at a disadvantage, devastating our own economy? Let's bring our jobs home.
We have a lot of different topics to get to.
Yeah, we do. Thank you all. Thank you, Senator Scott.
China is such a buzzword for them. Yeah, they never say like anything about China as well. It always boils down to like China exists and they're doing something, and I am angry, and then that's kind of it. There should be a Vine boom sound effect for every time they say it. Look, folks, as soon as I figure out the donation link, I'm gonna make a little dono goal so I can get a stream deck, or I'll just do it with the money I get paid next month. But I want to get a stream deck, and then we'll bring on sound effects, and it's gonna be great. If I had a soundboard, dude, I would be so fucking set. It would be awesome. A criticism of China equals a criticism of communism, which criticism of Dems, who are obviously communists. Yeah, I mean, it does pretty much boil down to that, right? But like, it's, you know, it's just so fucking stupid. It's so fucking stupid. These people suck.
Republican debate continues moments away.
Oh, DM me a free soundboard. I mean, I know I could have like a soundboard, like a digital one, but I'm just interested in I'm just interested in getting like a physical one for some reason. I also don't want to have more shit running on my computer at the same time, because you folks can notice that it starts lagging sometimes when I do something, and I don't want that to be much worse.
How we talk about women.
Oh, it's all stupid 100%, but that's why we're hoping votes get it from. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
And if you cannot do that, you should not be the nominee for the Republican Party.
Oh wait, they're doing a little break, aren't they? Okay. All right. Well, that was mildly interesting. Let's skip ahead. Let's skip ahead. Look, I'm gonna try and pay a little bit more attention. I realize my commentary might be a little all over the place. But yeah. Wow, this looks horrible. Everything on my screen right now, this looks awful. Okay. What is the caterpillar thing? I don't know.
Has been a losing issue for Republicans since the Dobbs decision. In 6 state referendums, all have upheld abortion rights in this country. And even in red states, there are more swing state referendums.
Okay, folks, warning, fair warning. I'm about to open a Call of Duty montage video, and it's gonna be deafening, okay? It's gonna be really loud, okay? So strap yourself in, turn your volume down, turn your volume down for a second, okay?
As well on this.
Why is it
Governor
playing?
Haley, what do you say to your party?
Woman. Okay, sorry. That wasn't misogynist, I promise. That was just me trying to ask her to be quiet. Okay, wait, okay. Turn your volume down, folks, okay? Everyone get ready. I'm giving you a fair warning, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And to your state, which today confirmed
I don't know where it is. Okay.
Especially the impact on women and suburban voters across this country.
Thank you, Martha. I am unapologetically pro-life, not because the Republican Party tells me to be, but because my husband was adopted and I had trouble having both of my children, so I'm surrounded by blessings. Having said that, we need to stop demonizing this issue. This is talking about the fact that unelected justices didn't need to decide something this personal, because it's personal for every woman and man.
Shit so loud it crashed the stream.
Now it's been put in the hands of the people. That's great.
No.
When it comes to a
is everything still
let's
here?
be honest with the American people and say it will take 60 Senate votes. It will take a majority of the House. So in order to do that, let's find consensus. Can't we all agree that we should ban late-term abortions? Can't we all agree that we should encourage adoptions?
Okay, all right, we're here, folks. We're here.
Doctors and nurses who don't believe in abortion shouldn't have to
Shitty
perform
college
them.
document.
Can't we all agree that
fucking
contraception
montage.
should be available? And can't we all agree that we are not going to put a woman in jail or give her the death penalty if she gets an abortion? Let's treat this like a respectful
God, did you hear
issue
that like tiny tiny applause for that one? They want women in jail. They want women fucking suffering for that, you know? They're not happy. Hello, McBidens. Nice to have you. Nice to have you.
You signed a 6-week abortion ban
in
Florida. One of your biggest financial backers said that you need to, quote, shift to get moderates or you will lose. What do you say to him and others who say politically that is a tough thing to sell nationally?
Well, I would say we sold the biggest election landslide victory in the history of the Republican Party in the state of Florida in 2022. That's what I did.
Oh, no.
But second of all, look,
the stream is so deranged. Me, this is perfect. What's going on?
I was proud.
This is a normal stream.
I remember one of the most impactful moments of my life was when I heard the heartbeat of my oldest daughter in my wife's womb.
I can't support that kid, so that kid can die anyways. Exactly.
Of my kids.
That's what should happen.
Are trying to do on this issue is wrong, to allow abortion all the way up to the moment of birth. I know a lady in Florida named Penny. She survived multiple abortions.
It's really interesting, right? Because usually when you hear conservatives complaining about abortion, they go really hard and they're like, every person who does an abortion is a murderer and needs to be killed. And now here they're like, you know, they're going very tentatively, they're being careful, because Ron DeSantis is a massive pussy and he's a follower type, you know, with people and you know, in society you kind of have to differentiate between like the trend setters and the trend followers. And Mr. DeSantis, he's not a trendsetter. He's somebody who will listen to other people and then he'll do what they say, you know? And so because of the example set by the lady, he's going in very timidly. But I think in a second, we're about to see someone go a little bit harder, and then everyone else's opinion is going to change.
Attempts. She was left discarded in a pan. Fortunately,
nobody
her
wants abortion up to
grandmother
birth.
saved her and
Yeah,
brought her to a
literally
different
nobody.
hospital. We're
I'm quoting
better than
Crime
what
and
the
Punishment, was
Democrats
I?
are selling. We are
I've-
not going to allow
I don't think I've read
abortion
that.
all the way up till birth, and we will hold them accountable for their extremism.
But just to be clear, Governor, would you sign a 6-week ban federally?
I'm going to stand on the side of life. Look, I understand Wisconsin is going to do it different than Texas.
This
I
man
understand
loves dodging
Iowa
questions.
And New Hampshire are going to do different. But I will support the cause of life as governor and as president.
Vice President Pence, you're shaking your head.
We must have a national...
Hold on, Senator. Vice President Pence. You're shaking your head.
Well, look,
That's the premise of
I'm
the
not new
book,
to this.
society being divided into trendsetters and followers. Based! I love when literature matches up with my thoughts.
Cause. After I gave my life to Jesus Christ,
What a greasy
my
little
Lord and
weasel
Savior,
he
I opened
is.
up the book and I read, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. And see, I set before
Wow.
you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose life." And I knew from that moment on, the cause of life had to be my cause. And I've been a champion for life in the Congress, a champion for life as governor and as vice
He
president.
didn't learn how to
And,
properly
to be
deflect
honest with you,
questions
Nikki,
from
you're my
Trump.
friend, but,
He makes it
consensus
way
is the
too
opposite
obvious.
of leadership.
Yeah.
When the
They all
Supreme Court
do.
returned
They're
this
all like kind of
question-
shit at it, you know? At least she like actually like talked about you can't see her right now because of the COD montage. But at least she like actually, you know, like talked about it, you know? Is it bad that I was unironically watching the Subway Surfers gameplay? Absolutely not. It helps my average viewers, okay? Feel free, stay here. Give me a like though, okay? If you're sitting here and you've noticed yourself just staring down one of these videos, one of these terrible many satisfactory videos, then you know, give me a like, okay? Give me some support.
To the American people, they didn't just send it to the states only. It's not a states only issue, it's a moral issue.
Just
And I
insult the
promise you,
person
as
asking them a
President of the
question
United
and call them
States,
fake news.
the
True.
American people will
12
have a champion
likes.
for
Jesus
life
Christ.
in the Oval Office.
That's a lot.
Can't we have a minimum standard
What the fuck?
in every state in the nation that says when a
Face.
baby is
Thank you,
capable
folks.
of feeling
16?
pain, an abortion
Jesus
cannot
Christ, I'm gonna
be
pass
allowed.
out.
A 15-week ban is an idea whose time has come. It's
Okay,
supported by
all right,
70% of
folks.
the
Thank you
American
very
people.
much. I'm glad so
It's
many
gonna
of you
take
people are
unapologetic leadership
enjoying
that
me,
stands on principle
enjoying
and
the stream
expresses
as we have it right now.
compassion for women in crisis,
In my famous era,
pregnancies.
about
I'll
time,
do that
dude.
as President of the
About
United
time. I've been
States.
working at this for a week and a half. I deserve it. Okay.
So first of all,
Gimme.
I will say it is in the hands of the people, and that's where it should be. But when you're talking about a federal ban, be honest with the American people. We haven't had 45 pro-life senators in over 100 years, so no Republican president can ban abortions any more than a Democrat president could ban all those state laws. Don't make women feel like they have to decide on
Like your
this issue
stream
when
will,
you know we
or your
don't
next
have
stream will have
60
bus
Senate votes
replacement.
in the House.
Dude, you guys don't want that. That's pretty bad.
Support legislation
But
to ban
70% of
abortion
the
after
Senate
a baby is
does
capable
not.
of experiencing pain. It's just going to take leadership.
So they're still doing the thing. They're still being pussies. They're still adding little stipulations every time. Let's wait. Let's see. Let's see if someone's actually going to give us a hard
But the
take.
Supreme Court
You know,
did
more radical.
overturn Roe v. Wade.
Because that's
And
what
the
that's what
result
cons
of that
want.
decision was that it went back
5
to
minutes
the
crafts.
So that's where it is right now.
Look,
So as
okay, we're gonna let this ride for a little longer. Maybe at the next ad break, we'll bring up some more stuff. I wanna let my computer breathe for a second before we bring in some more.
understand it, you are not in favor of a federal ban. What do you say about the states? There's about 5 of them, including New Jersey, I think a few others, that allow abortion up until the time of birth, though. If you were president, would you be able to abide
Nobody's
Well, first of all,
asking
I'm a
about
pro-life
that, though.
governor of a very pro-life state.
This is like being like, do you think it should be okay to take a baby that was freshly born in the womb and stab it in the face 5 times? And then they're like, you know what? No. It's like, okay. I mean, what? I mean, it's okay, dude. Yeah. Oh, no shit. You can't abort a baby 10 minutes before it's born. No shit. Nobody wants that.
and this issue is, of course, very important, but I am on the record, and
Man's
I
can't
stand
handle
behind
6 Chrome tabs.
that
Yeah,
we
I'm
should
poor.
not have a federal
Okay,
abortion
I'm
ban.
poor. I have a shitty computer.
We should not, and the reason why we
Fight
shouldn't
me.
is very simple. It's the 10th Amendment. In the Constitution,
Would you federally ban aborting teenagers? Exactly.
in the Constitution, which the states created the federal government, not the other way around, it says that there were certain duties allowed to the federal government.
Who is this guy?
delegated
Is
to
such a
them
good
by the
question.
states.
Can we
The
abort
rest
this
are
guy?
left to the
This
states,
guy?
comma, or
Can we get rid of him,
or to
please?
the people.
Can we just
We need to
fucking
get back to freedom and liberty for the people
get a
in this
doctor in
country.
that?
And we can't have.
Looks like Bogdan from Breaking Bad. Yeah, he has the brows, right? He has the brows.
To return it back to the states.
Abortion
and
should be
then the
legal
next
up until
day
the
they turn around
18th
and
year
go,
of the
"No, feds
fetus's
should do that
life.
because the feds are
Exactly. This is
stepping
now
into
this is
people's
a
lives, they're
policy I can
stepping
get
into people's
behind.
businesses. Over and over, if we say that the Fed should be in on this one, where do we stop? I say.
Did they
we
forget
follow
that
the Constitution, and
8-month-year-old
this should return to
babies
the
can
states.
survive
This is where it
outside
should
of the
be.
womb?
Berger, you signed a 6-week ban. Time out.
True.
You signed a 6-week ban.
Crazy
Governor Berger,
typo,
you
it's
signed
okay.
a 6-week ban.
Happens.
So you're saying federally, it's all going to go to the states.
Yes, and what is going to
That dude
work
is
in New
just
York
running
will
for
never-
senator and trying to up his national recognition in that race, for that race. Okay, that makes sense. See, that's okay. I mean, that's kind of a grift I can understand.
for work in North Dakota and vice versa. That's
Governor
why 50
Asa
states.
Hutchinson
That's why
right
50
here.
states.
This is too
Born at
important of
8-month
an
gang
issue
rise
that I
up.
have to address.
Based?
First of
Premature
all, the
birthers?
Supreme Court gave it back
rise?
to the elected representatives, whether it's the states or whether it's the United States Congress. So there is authority, and that's why President.
Dude, how are you going to run as president when you don't even look like you're going to make it another 4 years? Okay, look, people, there should be somebody who, like, works for the government, and every time someone's like, I want to run for president, they, like, take a look at them and they see if they could actually, like, make it that long. You know? Someone like, I mean, I like, Biden, he's not a terrible president. He could be worse. He could be much worse. But they shouldn't have let somebody who looks like his age and looks like he could be, like, going senile in office, they shouldn't have let him fucking get in.
President Biden is pushing for a Democrat
You can't
proposal,
wait.
which is
You can't
in essence,
survive outside the
abortion on
womb.
demand
Guess where you are right
through
now?
the term.
Mia?
So they have their extreme position
No
at
way.
a national level.
Biden is counterpoint. Biden is an immortal demigod. This is
It's
true.
most likely
I forgot
going to be
this.
addressed in the states, but it's certainly fine for it to be addressed at the national level as well.
Look, I'm not ageist,
Arkansas
okay?
has the record of being the most
I'm totally
pro-life
the
state in the
opposite of
nation.
ageist,
I
actually, because
signed
I'm very
30
accepting and I
pieces
argue
of
in favor
legislation
of
while I was
respecting
governor.
kids and
And
even old
every-
people. I think I've talked a fair few times about old people and loneliness and how that's like an issue that goes under discussed. But also, old people and young people can be retarded. Everyone can. I realize I could say slurs on stream. I don't know if I can just say that one and then also the F slur, but I'm gonna build up towards that one. I'm hoping I can get there because I'm allowed to say it. Okay, that one's one of mine. You know, I should be able. So we'll see. We'll see.
State can determine a different outcome here, and it
Republican
is the most important
Bloomberg.
issue
Opposite of ageist is not pedo.
for women
Don't
and for
say
the
that.
unborn child.
Don't
and
accuse
for
me
our
of that.
country that we get this
The
right.
fuck is going
It's
on
gonna
the
be a
street on the
continued
screen?
debate. Let's talk
What do you
about it
mean?
in terms of compassion.
What's wrong with
in
the screen?
terms of protecting the life, and also understanding how we have to enhance
Just about to say
abortion,
the N-word.
excuse me, adoption services, how we have to
it's me
enhance
every stream.
maternal care. Those things
It's
we've
peak
done in
entertainment.
Arkansas
Exactly.
and
You
are
gotta enjoy it. You gotta
important for our
embrace
nation's
it.
future.
Okay.
There are
Make
a lot of
fucking
issues that are very important.
watch. Modern Warfare is gone.
Senator,
Oh
I'll
no.
let you
I'll
think.
fix
Wait.
that.
We
Hold
cannot
on.
let states like California, New
Wait,
York,
wait,
and
wait.
Illinois have abortions
Here we are,
on
folks.
demand
You're welcome.
up until the day of birth. That is immoral. It
There
is
we are.
unethical. It
Make
is
it a little
wrong.
bit.
We must have a
Wait, what if
president of
we-
the United States who will advocate
Is
and
it
fight
lazy
for
if I
the
just
minimum
duplicate it?
15-week limit. I am 100%
Abortions on demand.
pro-life conservative. I have 100%
Oh my
pro-life record.
god. Just
I
going
gotta
in
tell
for
you
like
though,
15 minutes, coming out, like going in with a baby bump, coming out totally flat stomach after like 20 minutes somehow. They go in, you just hear them like making like the cartoon noises, like some like the hitting of a hammer, some like whirring, some strange sound, and then like a ding, and then they go out and there's like a flat stomach, nothing there anymore.
we
Online
must
abortions when?
fight for
Yeah,
life.
abortion automat on
Our
the street.
Declaration of
Please, dude.
Independence
There
says
should be an
our
abortion app.
Creator gave
Dude, ordering an abortion to home? Pirating an abortion? Online abortion would have been so helpful a year ago? Oh no. Is everything okay? That's a concerning thing to tell me.
Inalienable rights that include
I hope you're okay.
life.
I hope you.
That is a list. That is
Yeah.
an issue we must solve. We can't leave it to Illinois. We can't leave it to Minnesota. We can't leave it to Illinois. We must solve that issue.
Turns into a massive abortion clinic.
At a minimum.
Oh my god. The Amazon logo, but they just replace it with abortion.
Biden and Kamala Harris, are they for 38 weeks? Are they for 39
Pirating
weeks?
abortions is morally correct.
That's what the media needs
True.
All right, another
True.
issue is
That's what we need to be doing, folks. Geometry Dash is
the
gone.
homelessness crisis.
No.
American
Wait, I'll fix
cities
it. I'll
are
fix
in
it.
decline. People are moving out as homelessness,
There we are,
drugs,
folks. You're
crime
welcome.
move in. There are problems accelerated. They did accelerate during the pandemic and are still rising, actually.
Murders in Los Angeles, New York, Chicago,
Einstein.
all up 30% between 2019 and 2022. Homelessness is up 11%, the largest jump in recorded history. Vice President Pence, a lot of this began...
On-demand abortion giveaway to grow the channel. Dude, okay, look, I can offer you a Max-style abortion, okay? That means we hang out, you know? I'll bring some weed, we can enjoy ourselves, and then I, like, punch you in the stomach, like, 50 times, and then it goes away.
In
Okay? You have to subscribe and comment to
COVID
join.
era. How
And
much of what we're seeing
like the fucking
happening
stream.
around this country is a result of those COVID lockdowns, and is your administration in part to blame for how we got here?
Well, I think what's in part to blame is the Democrats have been talking about defunding the police for the last 5 years. And we ought to be funding
17
law
likes, let's go.
enforcement,
Thank you, folks.
particularly in our
Thank
major
you,
cities,
folks.
at
Greatly appreciated.
unprecedented levels. I mean, it's
Golden ticket,
extraordinary
but
to
for
think about the
abortions. It's like a regular white tickets, but it's got like a bunch of that fucking the gross color of like shit that comes out of vaginas.
violence that's
It's
claiming
exactly what
innocent
you want.
lives literally every
It's
week
like
in
light
every
red
major
and
city in this
goopy.
country. And yet Democrats and liberal
the ideal.
prosecutors in major metropolitan areas continue to work out their
So
fanciful
sorry. So
agendas,
sorry.
to do bail reform and go easy. What we need is strong commitment to law enforcement. We need
Willy
leadership
Wonka's
in
abortion
Washington,
factory.
D.C.
The tears go: a big punch in the stomach, $20, coat hanger $200, a normal one $2K. Oh god, perfect. Everyone who likes this video and comments #Max giveaway is eligible to win a free Max abortion. Yes, we're doing it, folks. We're doing it. Yeah, I'm medically not qualified to do it, but we'll do it off the books. Okay, it'll be real chill, real low key. I promise you, nobody's gonna know unless you scream really loudly, which is why I keep on telling people don't scream so loudly. Okay, thank you. Did bro just say shit comes out of vaginas? Does he know? Okay, all right. I meant fucking like blood and mucus and goop. Okay, someone unliked. Okay, all right. Mods, kill him. How do you think Oompa Loompas get their color? That's true. Oh, yeah, kill them in Minecraft.
It'll marshal the resources of the states, marshal the resources of the American people. But let me also say it's about
What,
opportunity.
shitting out thy pussy?
A lot of people don't know that those Trump-Pence tax cuts that we got signed into law go away at the end of 2025.
Look, if you unlike the stream, I'm sending the Max Starpo after
have a
you.
Republican president and a Republican House and a Republican Senate. When I'm president of the United States, we're actually going to cut taxes further. We're going to extend those tax cuts, and we're going to close the
zero
Federal
hole truther?
Department of Education.
Wait, so everyone's like
block
built like
grant all
Barbie?
that funding back to the states with a growing economy and educational choice and law enforcement. We will bring our cities back.
Governor Christie, another issue this weekend. here in
Nobody but him
Milwaukee,
calls them
reports say
the
there were
Trump-Pence
30
tax
shootings,
cuts. Yeah,
and
nobody
a
gives a
number of them
fuck.
including kids.
Just nobody cares. Republicans don't even care about what happens in office, right? That's another thing. Like you can be a Republican, you can get elected into office, you can like entirely fuck the country and its economy, and nobody will blame you because they're fucking retards. They're like they're like mindless like cells that they just kind of follow like nothing. They don't think about things ever. They have no critical thinking ability. When they try and imagine like an apple in their head, there's just a black hole because there's nothing there.
Add that to the big increase in school shootings.
Mark
around the
Meadows'
country.
mugshot
Democrats
just dropped.
blame this
Tap in.
crisis on easy access to guns. They also blame Republicans for blocking gun control legislation. What would President Christie do?
Hogg?
You know, I'm proud
Hogg?
of the fact, Brett, that I'm the only person
Former
along with
White
Governor
House chief
Hutchinson
of
up on
staff.
this
Oh
stage.
right, he was the chief of staff for Trump, right? Oh wait, he was okay from 2020 to 2021. Wait. You tell me there's a mugshot of this guy? Wait, let's see. Oh, look at that. Oh my god, look at this man. Look at this man. Hold on folks. Let me show you. It's going to be great. Oh, this is fucking funny. This is funny. I love when they do this. They fucking wait. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh no. Why is everything breaking? Why is my face stuck? Oh no. Okay, wait. I'm gonna just I'm gonna hide these for a second so my computer can kind of relax. Thank God. Okay. Window here somewhere. Oh no. Okay, wait, we're here. We're still here. Okay, wait. I'll just keep on playing it and I'll just download the image. Hold on.
Running the United States Attorney's Office. I ran the 5th largest office in America in a state where there is significant
Is the
urban
GOP
crime.
they're coming for me? No.
The problem is not going to be solved by more money. The problem is that these prosecutors in these localities in the states are refusing to do their job.
We are Barack, folks.
and to
Don't worry.
arrest violent
Don't worry,
criminals.
okay?
So what a President Christie
We
would
never
do
fail.
is appoint an attorney general who would instruct.
Nothing on the stream has ever gone wrong, ever. I'll say it again. Okay, we have no issues. My computer runs so well, okay? And there's nothing wrong. Everything tanks my CPU. It's crazy. It's fucked.
Each of the 93 U.S. attorneys that they are to take over the prosecution of violent crime in every one of those cities that are failing to do so.
Yeah, they're getting me.
We have plenty of room in the federal prisons to lock up these violent criminals and clean up what's going on all across this country in these individual cities. Secondly, what we need to make sure that each and every one of these criminals understand is that the laws apply to everybody. And when Hunter Biden fills out a fake application, a false application for a gun permit, and then is facing a 10-year mandatory minimum, which was mandated by legislation sponsored by his father. And then you have a Justice Department that walks away from those charges. We're telling people that the law doesn't apply to everybody. In a Christie administration, he would go to jail for 10 years.
What about a President Ramaswamy? What does President Ramaswamy do about guns?
So the reality is we have a crime wave in this country and we know how to fix it. The question is, do we actually have the spine to do it? More cops in the streets who are on the streets able to do their jobs without looking over their shoulder for getting sued. And we also have a mental health epidemic in this country. Just over the same period that we have closed mental health institutions.
Wait a minute, you can't do both of those at once, right? You cannot do both of those at once. That's like just fucking straight up like an incorrect way of thinking about shit. Cops, whenever cops have been faced with like an actual like criminal or a person who's like actually fucking like mentally ill and like insane, they fucking like shot them. They just fucking like killed them. There's no, I mean, sometimes they don't, you know, sometimes cops have de-escalated, like it's not impossible, it has happened, but it happens very fucking rarely, and they're like absolutely terrible. So if you're talking about there being a mental health issue, you know, maybe don't be like, hey, we want more cops, more cops actually. Okay, here we are. This is the Mark Meadows mugshot, and Man, that is one evil ass looking guy. Holy shit. Mark Meadows was the White House chief of staff, who went until the end of it went from 2020 to 2021. And he worked with Trump. I'm not sure exactly what he did. Here we are. Wait. Let's see. Willis has charged all the defendants with racketeering, alleging they engaged in a criminal enterprise to overturn Joe Biden's 2020 election victory in Georgia. There you are. So that's what he tried to do, and that's what he's responsible for. And look at all these evil people. I saw an article earlier today from The Guardian, I think it was, talking about, you know, Trump, 2 to 3 a.m.? Oh, that's sad. That's sad. I'm hoping we'll get it sooner though. But you know, I saw an article talking about the mugshots and what they should like, how you should do it, like how you should look. And they said like a professional said that the worst thing you can do is look menacing. So you know, then they're not doing very well. You know, if you're an evil person, you're not meant to look like super evil. You know, you're meant to hide it a little bit. That's the strat. That's the strat.
Violent crime. Do we have the spine to bring them back? I think we should. As president, I will. But it's not just drugging up people in those psychiatric institutions with Zoloft and Seroquel. It's a deeper issue. I think faith-based approaches can play a role here too. We're in the middle of a national identity
I hate that
crisis.
shit, man.
And I say this as a member of my generation. The
Bring back the
problem in our
stimuli?
country right
Okay,
now,
folks, here we
the
are.
reason we have that mental health epidemic is that people are so hungry for purpose.
You're welcome.
And
You're
meaning
welcome.
at a time when family, faith, patriotism, hard
Stay
work
here.
have all disappeared. What we really need is a tonal reset from the top, saying that this is what it means to be an American. Yes, we will stand for the rule of law. Yes, we will close the southern border where criminals are coming in every day. And yes, we will back law enforcement because we remember who we really are. And that's also how we address
We've
that
got the,
mental health epidemic in the
Bruno
next
face.
generation that is directly leading to violent crime across this country.
Governor DeSantis, really quickly. Governor DeSantis.
Wow, what a fucking terrible suggestion. This guy's so
We're not
stupid.
looking for a new national identity. The American people are the most faith-filled, freedom-loving, idealistic, hardworking people the world has ever known. We just need government as good as our people.
Well, Mike, I think the difference is you might
How
have
did he
some
link
others that
mental
like you
health
may
to
have
immigration? Exactly, that's the thing. These people, like, they're like so they're so impressively evil. Like, how are you gonna? They'll link mental health to immigration. They'll link fucking global warming and like America's responsibility in that as like the third biggest, you know, fucking global warmer on the planet. And they'll link that back to racism towards China and India. It's fucked.
on the stage its Morning in America speech. It
I
is
saw
not
people
Morning in
saying
America.
Ron won this
We live in
debate.
a dark moment, and we have
What?
to confront the fact
Ron
that
does
we're in
seem
an
weak,
internal,
yeah.
sort of cold cultural civil
I mean,
war. And we have to recognize
Ron
that
does the
people
main
that
thing that I complained about before, right? He very clearly follows what other people say, and he doesn't have like the ability to do it independently, you know, come up with his own shit.
Crime has been on the rise in Florida, Governor DeSantis. How do you stop crime?
Well, actually, crime's at a 50-year low
Not
in
in-
Florida.
not in Miami.
We're happy with that. Well, the statewide is a 50-year
They just
low.
asked him a question. He
So
went,
here's the thing.
no,
These
that's
hollowed
not.
out cities, this is a
Mm-mm.
symptom of
Mm-mm.
America's decline. And one of the biggest reasons is because you have George Soros funding these radical left-wing district attorneys. They get into office and they say they're not going to prosecute crimes they disagree with. The inmates start running the asylum. There's one guy in this entire
Hell
country
yeah.
that's ever done anything
That's
about
right.
that. Me. When we had two of these district
Perfect.
attorneys in Florida elected with Soros funding who said they wouldn't do their job, I removed them from their posts. They are gone. And as president, we are going to go after all of these people because they are
It's like a
hurting the
TV.
quality of life and they are victimizing innocent people in every corner of this country, and it will stop when I get into office.
Okay, one more here before the break, Governor Brogan.
Jesus fucking
Martha, I just thought it was
Christ.
interesting you
He
asked
can
a
do
question
that?
about the
Yeah,
problems we're
there's
having in big
nobody's
cities.
stopping these people.
Nobody ever
I
asked
mean,
the
they can genuinely just say whatever the fuck. This is the issue with American free speech as well. You can get away with way too much. Like, shit that, like, clearly borders on, like, fucking harassment. Like, you think about how all these people loop everything back to fucking George Soros, and it, like, leads to people, you know, like, threatening his family because they're Jewish and that kind of thing. Like, there's there's no fucking winning with these people.
Question of what about the crime wave in small towns? Because in a small town, neighbors help neighbors. People understand each other. If a farmer gets sick, everybody comes together and helps him get the crop off. There's accountability.
Can we
There's
fucking nuke
transparency.
free
One thing
speech?
that I
Yeah.
think this country could use
Please.
is somebody in the White House that understands small town values, because that's our road.
Free speech, literally, when they talk about it, only ever means like hate speech. They want hate speech. They want to be able to do hate speech. That's like literally all it ever is. It's like either hate speech or like personal like threats or harassment, but usually the personal threats are like hate speech anyway.
Back to get this country on track again.
Small town idealizing sucks.
Governor Hutchinson?
I don't know. It depends. There are benefits to a small town, and I understand the appeal. I understand wanting to appeal to small town voters, right?
There's three simple words that would be helpful. One, enforce the law when it comes to crime.
It's just it's very rarely like how the small towns are very rarely like actually how, you know, small towns are described by like conservatives, right? It's usually being rural doesn't actually mean that everyone's like closer and happier. It means more people are committing suicide because they have nothing to do. They have like there's no like shit around them apart from the same stuff that they've grown up with and seen for like the last like 20 years, you know? Everything's like the same for them. It's far from the ideal.
Let's deal with the challenge of fentanyl, and it's both about stopping
Breaking
the
Bad
fentanyl coming
reference?
from Mexico, but it's also about education of our young people, making sure that we have the tools that are needed for addiction counseling. That's what we expanded in Arkansas as well.
Maybe because I'm
Whenever you
American,
look
every
at
small
the
town is Christian
underlying
fundies,
challenge of
alcoholism,
America,
and
though,
unemployment.
No one likes to see an
Yeah, I mean that is a lot of places, right? But people are eager to ignore that and focus on the few places that do still have actually like stuff going on. But like that's very rare, right? I mean, most small towns seem to be based in things like you know, mining resources and that kind of thing, you know, jobs that just aren't going to exist forever and are going to be, you know, like kind of a temporary gig. And just like after, you know, 70, 80 years, there's just not going to be much else to do there.
America with smash and grab in our inner cities.
Drugs means Breaking Bad. Drugs, every time drugs come up, that is a Breaking Bad
that will
reference, yeah.
stop. It starts at the top with the respect for our justice system that a former president who's under indictment has undermined by
Towns in the UK
attacking
are so much
judges, by
better.
attacking prosecutors, by attacking the system,
maybe.
and saying he's
I don't
aggrieved.
know.
And so we
I lived
have
in a
to
little
have
village
respect
in
for our
the
justice
UK,
system
and I
rule
lived
of
there for
law,
like
and
8
it
years
starts
when I
at
was
the
younger.
top with the
I want to
President
move
of the
back to
United
England
States.
soon, but that's only if I get into a university that I want to get into.
So,
We'll
speaking
see.
of that,
We'll
right
see.
now you are looking live at Fulton County Jail, where former President Donald Trump will be processed tomorrow.
He's
So
going to be
next, the
processed
candidates will
today,
have an
folks. I'm so
opportunity
excited for
to
that.
talk about
It's going to be
the
so
coming trials
awesome.
of Donald Trump.
Okay. That was fun. Okay, so now they're going to be talking about Trump. We can just take a second to sit and hang out because I know I've been interrupting them an awful lot, and I want to talk to you folks a little bit. I believe coal mining is only still around because of government subsidies. It's just unprofitable, and we need to move on. Yeah. I mean, thing is, I imagine for coal mining companies, they might be like scraping by, and then they don't really want to stop because, you know, they don't want to like invest in other areas. But even most like big, you know, fossil fuel companies have been making movements towards green energy because you can profit there, and there's like no reason why you should like try not to. Moving from England to Germany is like moving from Iraq to Denmark. It's such a come up. I don't know about that. I mean, it really depends, right? For me, moving to Germany as an 8-year-old Brit meant facing a lot of like xenophobia and having to learn a whole new language, which is like incredibly difficult. Like German is there are so many exceptions in German, and there are so many rules, and there's like 3 fucking articles, you know, going from the to having like der, die und das. And then people like giving you shit for not knowing it is like an absurd, like horrible experience. And then me being like a, you know, a little ADD autism 8-year-old, surviving in a foreign country. Not fun. And yeah, Germany, oh, it's Russell Brand. Gross. I fucking hate this guy. Yeah, Germany, I'm also not a fan of the social culture very much. Germans are very reserved. They're very held back. They don't really, you know, I don't know any of my neighbors, for example. You know, in a shop, if you're in Germany and you bump into someone, you usually just keep on walking. You don't really want to say anything. Most people don't say anything. People will look at you weird if you say sorry or thank you too many times for things, you know? For me, England is just so much like more what I'm adjusted to with the social like culture. Did you just group the dead das one word, or is there a system you follow? There is like vague rules, right? Like D is the feminine version, der is the masculine version, das is the neutral version. And you can kind of guess from like the ends of some words if it's going to be a feminine word or if it's going to be a masculine word, you know, like we have with French with the A ending or the E ending, right? But even so, there are like tons of exceptions to that as well. And it's really like fucking annoying. It's just genuinely the worst. I just hate it. I mean I don't hate it, you know. I can speak it now, but having to spend like 11 years like learning the language so I could really get it down before I like got treated you know, more normally socially was a whole pain. Not very fun. People in real life will come up to you and tell you Dutch is a real language. Yeah. I always have to like stop myself from having a little giggle when I hear a Dutch person speak outside. You know, I feel a little bad. I can't help it. They just seem a little. It just sounds a little silly, you know. Oh yeah, come to the greatest nation on earth, the USA. We have everything: big guns, big burgers, and you'll probably die in a car crash because of car dependence. I'm tempted, frankly. I mean, America is also on my list of like places I'm considering moving to. But probably when I'm done with uni. I might do like a year abroad and do a year in America because I like American politics, clearly. I think it's interesting and very entertaining. And so I would like to pursue a more international political career though. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll see where I end up, you know? I'm going to try out a few things. But I'll get there. English is an outlier with gendered words in Indo-European language, and that's what makes it easy to learn. Yeah, it's really helpful, right? It's much easier like that. Tell you what, do we maybe make this a little smaller, and then we can make it fit in, kind of? Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's a beautiful. That's perfect. That's more visible, though, isn't it? Okay, we'll go with that. I've literally lived in the same house my entire life, except for when I was a baby. Never lived anywhere else. I don't know. I envy you. That's kind of a nice. That's kind of a nice thing. Make the most of it, you know. Buy gold today. Yeah, conservative grifters love selling gold. This is the thing I've noticed. It's because they can like they can harp on like the apocalyptic shit and be like, you have to buy gold. There's gonna be nothing else left very soon. The economy's gonna go topsy-turvy. The dollar's gonna be worth nothing. There's a liberal in control. And so, you know, they try and shill all their shit. Can we see the WKUK thing now? No, we're going back. When we're done, we can watch it. Chinese is also tonal, so it sucks. Yeah, it can be hard. Yeah, I had a Chinese friend, and like hearing her talk to her mum was very interesting. Like, because from a Western perspective, you can't really you can obviously project your standards of expectation of what like tone is gonna mean there. But it's not really necessarily applicable.
The Americans want to hear you all.
I'm bad at commitment. I tried to learn a couple languages,
Ukraine,
but never get past the first couple steps.
Education.
I get you. Me
But
too.
we are going to take a brief
I was forced to learn German and French though, so. You wish the Scottish dialect counts as language? It should. Okay, let's see what they say about Trump. Let's focus a little bit, and we'll see. Need to learn Thai. Okay, Thai's pretty based.
You all signed a pledge to support the eventual Republican nominee. If former President Trump is convicted in a court of law, would you still support him as your party's choice? Please raise your hand if you would.
Oh. Okay, we need to rewatch that. Let's roll that back. Have a look at how these people fucking raise their hand. Look at these fucking pussies, dude. Look at these fucking pussies. You can tell where the social hierarchy is as well, right?
You all
this lays out in a very clear way.
The eventual Republican nominee. If former President Trump is convicted in a court of law, would you still support him as your party's choice? Please raise your hand if you would.
Okay, Vivek, first guy, obviously. He loves to be the outlier. He loves to be the bad guy. Okay, let's see who goes next. Okay, these two, they didn't even look around though, right? These, the lady and Mr. something. Yeah, but let's see what happens next. Ron turns to the side. He sees these four have their hands up, immediately raises his hand. Mike sees it, raises his hand. Mr. Jersey over here sees them, raises his hand. And then this guy doesn't actually raise his hand. You can't see it, but he's the one person who doesn't raise his hand in response to that question. That's pretty funny. Followers, they absolutely are. Yeah.
Look, here's the bottom line.
Ron checks Vivek out first. Yup.
To stop normalizing this conduct. Okay? Now,
he's right. Chris Christie's right.
Whether or not you believe that the criminal charges are right or wrong.
Oh, wait. I thought he was talking about the conduct of Mr. Trump and how he behaves. I didn't realize he was talking about Trump getting arrested.
The conduct is beneath the office of president
Never
of the
mind.
United States.
Never mind, okay? Don't clip that. Don't clip that. I didn't say anything. I did not agree. I did not agree.
And you know, this is the great thing about this country. Booing is allowed, but it doesn't change the
Max
truth.
is a Republican. Confirmed.
It doesn't change
Real.
Mr. Ramaswamy, you raised your hand supporting.
I'd like to get in and respond. Let's just speak the truth, okay? President Trump, I believe, was the best president of the 21st century. It's a fact. And Chris Christie...
I don't know. I feel like Vivek talking about like who's been the best of like any time span seems silly because like, dude, you're like, well, how old is he even? He seems like he's like very young, but you have to be 35 to run for president. I'm assuming he's 35 actually. It wouldn't surprise me. He seems like the kind of guy who would run literally as soon as he possibly could. Wait, let's see. Oh, he's 38. He's 38. He waited until the election cycle where he actually could involve himself.
Honest to God, your claim that Donald Trump is motivated by vengeance and grievance would be a lot more credible if your entire campaign were not based on vengeance and grievance against one man. And if people at home want to see a bunch of people blindly bashing Donald Trump without an iota of vision for this country, they could just change the channel to MSNBC right now. But I'm not running for president.
Is he talking about him being like set against Trump?
President of the United States.
Because I have no idea about this guy's history. I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about.
Police force to indict its political
He could be the 2028 candidate, Vivek. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I don't think he could be the next one, the fucking 2024 Wait, is that? No, wait. Yeah, that would be 2024, right? Yeah. I don't think he could win then. I don't think he has a chance. I think if anything, he could have a vice president position. I think even that feels pretty unlikely though, because I don't think Trump's going to get elected, and I don't think anyone else is insane enough to take him on. But in 2028, yeah, I think he has a good chance. I think, I think he needs time to kind of build himself and to kind of, you know, hone an audience and kind of, you know, figure out the sweet spot of how hard to go, because that's a lot of the thing for these kinds of people, right? These very radical types. You need to figure out where the spot is that the audience really likes, you know? Because if you go too far, you seem a little bit sussy and a little bit too over the top and trying too hard. If you go too little, then you seem like Mike Pence. So he's got to find a good spot.
Justice in this country.
30 seconds, Governor DeSantis.
Let me take
I'm sorry.
Could be morphed into a better DeSantis. If anything, I think he could be morphed into a Trump.
In an answer, you sit here in an answer right. You sit here in an answer.
Go ahead, Governor Christie.
Oh no, Vivek has suddenly exploded. W? Wait. Oh, you mean like in polls? Okay.
So listen, the more time we spend doing this, the less time they can talk about issues you want to talk about. So let's just get through this section. Governor Christie.
You sit here talking about how you want to stand up for the rule of law.
Yes.
And law and order. And
yeah, also I tweeted this yesterday, but I want to make this comment again. Vivek sounds like an Indian, or what is he? Is he Indian? I don't want to be too racist. Where is he from? I mean, he's an American, obviously, but you know, it sounds like a POC Ben Shabibo.
Is that it can't be selective. In your book,
They gotta talk to them like children. I know, it's so fucking funny. It feels exactly like how it was to like deal with a fucking classroom and to try and calm them down and make them like act accordingly.
That is not
It's
true.
very true. I read it, and I know.
You said that earlier? Oh, I missed it.
By the way, Chris, and you as a prosecutor should know better.
Yeah, you know what? I know a lot better.
There's a difference between bad behavior. And
I know a lot better than you do. You've never done it like you've never done anything to try to advance the interests of this government except to put yourself forward as a
This is interesting. We could see kind of Mr. Christie's confidence kind of tick up when Vivek stopped smiling. I think that's pretty funny. A lot of Vivek's power seems to lie in the fact that he's a massive smarmy cunt, and if he loses that energy a bit, it seems to embolden his opponents.
a candidate tonight. And here's the thing:
He's
stood up
molding.
for law and order. I did it as U.S. attorney. I did it as governor, and I am not going to bow to anyone.
He looks so
when we have
funny.
a president of the United States who disrespects the Constitution.
Why does he look so baffled? Wait, what's the deal with that?
As a candidate tonight, and here's the thing: we've stood up for
I
law
want to
and
screenshot
order.
that. Wait.
I did it as U.S. attorney. I did it as governor, and I am not going to bow to anyone when we have a president of the United States who disrespects the.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Wait, let me. God damn, that's fucking funny. Wait, I'm gonna save that and I'm gonna put it up. Bro is bamboozled. He is. Wait, I'm gonna put him under my Bruno star. Wait, let me get this. Let me. Ooh. Okay, we'll do it, and then watch this, folks. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be so crazy. It's gonna be so crazy. And then we can be together. We're gonna be like two peas in a pod. He's gonna get like, he would get angry over seeing it because, you know, well, he's called me a man. Two men being that close to each other? Are you serious? Disgusting. Here we are. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Look at that face. He looks distraught. He just looks so. There we are. That is perfect. Oh wait, that's not really fitting very well, is it? Okay, there we are. No, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect.
Constitution. He said.
Get your MSNBC contributor.
He said.
Sure.
Martha, we have to call out the
Martha, it's important to say that the president said, Donald Trump said, it's okay to suspend the Constitution. Now, the oath you take is to preserve, protect, and defend, not suspend. I will always stand up for our Constitution, regardless of the political pressure.
Right, we have another question for you. We're going to get everyone in on this issue, but I have another question. I have another question. Hold on, you will. All right, so President Trump's former vice president is on this stage tonight. He has faced hecklers on the campaign trail over his actions on January the 6th. On that day, the vice president moved forward with the certification of the election. So do you believe that Mike Pence did the right thing, Senator Scott? Do you believe he did the right thing?
Absolutely. He did the right thing. Number one. Number two, we should be asking ourselves a bigger question about the weapon.
This audience seems so confusing. You're saying Mike Pence did the right thing by not overturning the election, but then you're also like saying that everyone's saying Trump needs to be pardoned, and then they're cheering for that. What opinion do these people have? My theory is that they're not actually listening.
Justice. When I'm president, the first thing I'll do is fire Merrick Garland.
Booze and cheers.
Fire Christopher
Barely.
Wray. Because we need Lady Justice to wear
Actually,
a blindfold.
bots, yeah. They have literal
Without
bot
that,
brain.
No one has confidence in our justice system. 17% of Republicans
I
have
hate this guy's
confidence
delivery
in
so
our
much.
Department of
His like
Justice.
public speaking
Here's
just
why.
pisses me off.
We keep seeing not only the
They just do whatever
weaponization
their
of the
leaders tell
Department of
them,
Justice
clearly.
against political opponents, but also against parents who show up at school
You would need to
board
fire them
meetings.
to make them
They're
make your
called,
own
under this
cabinet
DOJ,
dummy.
They're called domestic terrorists.
Firing Christopher
But that's
I think the debate being held in Wisconsin kind of skewed the reaction. They aren't as populous as other places. This audience seems very populous. I think because of people. I mean, I think because of it being hosted by Fox, it's going to end up having a pretty populous audience. I feel like they are. I mean, they just seem like populist and confused about it. He sounds so gay. Oh, is it annoying when a black man says something? Yeah. Yeah, that's me. I just hate black people. I don't hate black people. I don't. I need to not say like the most clippable shit. Don't. Yeah, I love. I feel the same way about black people that I would anybody else.
For a change in America, and I will bring that change to the greatest nation on God's green earth.
We have an important.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That Mike Pence did the right thing on January.
He's eating
Here's what
shit.
we need to do. We need to end the weaponization of these federal agents. And I will do
It's so fucking funny to me that that Ron DeSantis has like a voice that's like 3 octaves higher than literally everyone else's there.
That's not the question. I know, but here's the thing. This election is not about January 6th of 2021. It's about January 20th of 2025 when the next president is going to take office. I know what the
Wow.
Democrats would like
I think he
to
had
do.
that one prepared.
They want to talk about all these other issues, but we've got to focus on your future. We've got to focus on reversing the decline of our country. I learned in the military, I was assigned with U.S. Navy SEALs in Iraq.
Oh, he loves that one. He loves that one. Okay, so Ron DeSantis, this is also a thing I tweeted about, but, you know, for those that don't know, Mr. Ronnie Boy here, he likes to say that he was with the SEALs in Iraq. He likes to say with the SEALs, first of all, because there are some conservatives who don't like the SEALs, I believe. I think I heard about that. And secondly, he says with the SEALs because though he was, you know, with them and essentially part of their group, he functioned as a lawyer, as a war lawyer, and his job was basically to tell them, oh yeah, you can legally kill that guy. You can, you know, you can fire some rounds at that, you know, house over there. That's okay. That's okay. You can do that. I think that's fine. You have probable, you know, cause, and you can. There's probably some terrorists in there or something. Like he did that, and then because he was a lawyer, right? He studied law, and then following that, the next big thing that he did was he worked at Gitmo at Guantanamo Bay, where he overlooked torture, and he basically did actually the same thing, where he like just was like, oh no, don't worry, this is okay. You can do that. You can breach that person's human rights. It's okay. It's okay. I'm a lawyer. You can do that. Somehow the most ghoulish career path possible. Yeah, it is like genuinely fucking horrible.
You focus on the mission above all else. You can't get distracted. So Republicans, we've got to look forward, and we've got to make sure that we're bringing the message that can win in November 2024.
I love how you can tell the reporters are actually like getting annoyed though. He's the annoying orange.
Deserve to know whether
He's shaped
everyone
like
on
him.
this stage agrees that I kept my oath to the Constitution that day. There's no more
Mike Pence has a crazy shoulder build though. I'm not sure if that's just the suit or not. You can't see it because it's a little distorted, but like,
is this what we're going to be focusing on?
wait, there you are. That's like regular. Mike Pence has got a crazy build. I'm a little jealous, not gonna lie. Gotta get that Mike Pence. Right, okay, we'll squeeze it down again for you.
Governor DeSantis, we spent an hour talking about policy. Former President Trump is beating you by 30, 40 points in many polls. So it is a factor in the GOP primary. Governor Hutchinson.
They fucking hate these people. They hate the candidates so much.
Because there's an important issue we as a party have to face. And over a year ago, I said that Donald Trump was morally disqualified from being president again as a result of what happened on January 6th. More people are understanding the importance of that, including conservative legal scholars who says he may be disqualified under
You would hate them too.
14th
Honestly,
Amendment
very
from
fair.
being president
Very
again
fucking fair.
as a result of the insurrection. This is something
The reporter guy basically went ratio. He hit him with that presidential ratio. It's brutal.
And so, obviously, I'm not going to support somebody who's been convicted of a serious felony or who is disqualified under our Constitution, and that's consistent with RNC rules, and I hope everybody would agree with me.
Oh my god, the like absolute lack of crowd reactions. Ron doesn't get that much likes on his tweet these days. Did he ever get that like likes at all?
And not give a pre-canned speech. Mike Pence stood for the Constitution. And he deserves not grudging credit. He deserves
Yeah,
our
it's fucked how
thanks as
people are actually like
Americans
losing
for
support for like being like, yeah, I love the Constitution and that kind of thing. Because I mean, it shows how like little conservatives actually have any real values.
putting his oath of office and the Constitution of the United States before personal, political, and unfair pressure. And the argument that we need to have in this party,
For like to tweet
before
meant to
we
be a
can move
serious
on to
president
the issues
candidate.
that Ron talked about, is
I like the implication of that you have to have like you have to be a good poster, okay? You want to be president and you're not getting bangers, dude? What's wrong with you?
we have to dispense
Give up.
with the person who said that we need to suspend the Constitution to put forward his political career. Mike Pence said no, and he deserves credit for it.
Okay, Governor Haley, we haven't heard from you on this.
Poor Mike Pence. I mean, I hate to say it, you know? I hate to humanize somebody like that, but I do feel sorry for the fact that he like he signed up for this job and then he does it right. Like he does the thing that he's meant to do, you know? The vice president, one of the big like responsibilities of the vice president is to keep the president in check, you know? It is to defend the Constitution when it's necessary. And then he does it and then he gets like absolutely shit on for it, and then his fucking career just like falls apart. Who wants a president who can't post? I mean, honestly, to be fair, that is kind of why Trump got elected, right? He was a poster. I mean, not you know, not just being a poster, but you know to talk, you know to make things, you know, concise and interesting, which I think is like the essence of good posting, right? So I mean, some truth to that. There's some truth to that.
I do think that Vice President Pence did the right thing, and I do think that we need to give him credit for that. But what I will also tell you is, look, I mean, when it comes to whether President Trump should serve or not, I trust the American people. Let them vote. Let them decide. But what they will tell you is that it is time for a new generational conservative leader. We have to look at the fact that...
Do you think Trump watched this live? I think he was doing an interview with Tucker at the time. I believe I saw an interview because he's cunty, right? He's got to be cunty. He's got to be, you know, he's got to show off a little bit. So I think during that he was doing an interview with Tucker Carlson, so they could be like, we don't care about this. We're too good. The interview was pre-recorded, IRC. Oh, okay. You believe what I believe. Don't believe me unquestioningly, okay? If there's something I say and you think it could be wrong and you think it could be incorrect, feel free to fact check me, okay? I wanna know. I wanna be informed, okay? And that comes from having a whole community of people who are as eager as me to gain information. Trump serves cunt is what you're saying. Look, are you saying he doesn't? Are you saying he doesn't? Have you seen Trump? He does, on occasion, he does serve quite some cunt, okay? He really goes for it. It was edited, so it was pre-recorded, but it went live during the debate. That's cunty. Now that's cunty. Okay. I mean, that makes sense because it was a Twitter thing, and obviously you don't want to do anything live on Twitter. Like, we saw how that went with the DeSantis campaign announcement. But yeah. Okay.
Three-quarters of Americans don't
Oh,
want a
you're making fun of
rematch
Nikki, okay.
between Trump and Biden. And we have to face the fact that Trump is the most disliked politician in America. We can't win a general election that way.
Wait a minute, woman. I need to stop saying woman. It has such misogynistic undertones. But wait a minute, miss. Okay, missus. Look. I don't know about that one. Wait, I'm gonna try and open the forums before. Let's see. Oh, well, God. Okay, never mind. Whenever I do that, my entire shit freezes. Nothing keeps working. Okay, I guess we're just not looking at the polls. But I'm looking at the poll right now, and I can't show you it. But there is Trump in the lead with 52%, which is, I believe, like 8% higher than DeSantis' approval ratings. Trump is literally the most popular politician in America right now.
Happy to answer the question. Mike Pence did the right thing on January 6th. But I would say you started off the top of this hour saying we're going to talk about China, Ukraine, education. We are. China is the #1 threat to our country, and every minute that these 8 candidates spend talking about the past instead about the future is time that is just you know who loves it? Biden loves it.
Nice
but
little
China
error
loves it
from
when
them,
we're
though.
talking about the past.
Okay, as promised, we were going to spend a few questions on it. Let people
They're
say
so
what they
done
want
with
to
them,
say,
LMAO.
and now
They
Amy,
are.
moving
It's
on to
really
the
fucking
subject.
funny.
The U.S. has committed nearly 77.
I love how much they hate them.
You answered on this.
You did say something. We thought you were done, but you please.
Well, Mike, why don't you say this? Join me in making a commitment that on day one you would pardon Donald Trump. I'm the only candidate on the stage who had the
Trump is super disliked by independents and Dems, so he may actually be the most disliked unless Biden is. Well, I mean, Trump. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. I mean, oh wait, he is the most disliked. Yes, he is the most disliked. Yeah. We're on the same page.
How we move our nation
Sorry.
forward and turn the page forward. That's exactly
Trump
right.
will be convicted of these crimes.
You should be able to make a commitment. The same justice system that was this
Vivek,
corrupt.
here's the difference between you and me.
Yeah, I'm not a professional politician. That's the difference. Who can answer a question?
I've actually given pardons when I was.
Oh, he thought he fucking ate with that one. He thought he ate. But like nobody understands what he means by provisional politician. I don't know what that means. Does anyone know what that means? Wait, I'll Google it right now. Provisional politician. He thought he killed him with that one. I don't even know. I'm looking up the definition right now and it's not giving me anything. Does anyone have anything on this? Do we know? No. Provisional politics is an emergency government authority set up to manage a political transition. I mean, okay. This seems like it means nothing. Why was he so proud of
Governor of the
that?
state of Indiana, it usually follows a finding of guilt and
That means
contrition
passing?
by the individual that's
I
been
mean, I
convicted.
guess.
So, look, if I'm president of the United
Bro's just a
States, we'll give fair
smartass.
consideration
Yeah,
any
to say
pardon
the
request.
least,
But
right?
If I may, you know, it's not about looking back at January 2021. It's about January 20th, 2017.
Historical nerd
I put my
term?
left hand on Ronald Reagan's Bible.
Wait, what do you want to bet? Fucking Vivek has a concerning amount of books on the Nazis.
Raised my right hand. And I took
Just
an oath
saying.
to support.
Just saying. You can tell when there's someone who's doing propaganda, and you can tell when they've read like Goebbels and when they've actually like looked at like the history of like the Nazis and what they've done. I swear to fucking God, it's something you could like absolutely discern if you're educated on
defend
it.
the Constitution of the United States. And it ended with a prayer, so help me God. It was a promise that I made to the American people, but I also made it.
Biden is close at 53% disapproval, while Trump is at 56% disapproval. Jesus. Well, there you are.
It made it to my Heavenly Father. Every day for 4 years, I
He
sought
used
to
the
keep
Reagan
that oath.
Bible line again. He keeps
Everyone
doing
on
it.
this stage
He's
needs to
too old. He doesn't realize that that's not going to like work
make
anymore.
it clear whether or not they'll do the same.
These people don't
if
want
they earn this
Christianity
job
that
in
much. They want the
confidence of
blood.
the American people.
They want hate. They want
Now, look,
anger.
I've made it
They want
clear.
fury.
I had hoped
They want
that
like
the
a
issues
vent.
surrounding the 2020 election and the controversies around January 6th had not come to this, had not come to criminal proceedings.
Also,
I would
legal
rather
weed.
they
Let's
had been
go.
resolved by
True.
the American
This is
people.
legal weed.
And the American people alone. But no one's above the law, and President Trump is entitled to the
His whole
presumption of
shtick is,
innocence
"I'm
that
religious."
every
It
American
literally
entitled
is.
to, and we will make sure and extend that to him. But the American people deserve to know that the president asked
Looking
me
at the satisfying
in
videos.
his
but-
request that I reject or
What the
return
fuck?
votes unilaterally,
Is that
a power
crap?
that no vice president in American history had ever exercised or taken.
I'm
He
way
asked me to
too like
put him over the
ADD for this.
Constitution.
I shouldn't have done
And
that.
I chose the Constitution, and I always will. I had no
Vice
right to
President Pence.
overturn the election, and Kamala Harris will have no
I mean, this
right
is-
to overturn the election when we beat them in 2024.
Thank you, Vice
Well, I
President.
mean, unless you cheat, obviously, right? But yeah, no, he makes a very good point. He makes a very good argument. I mean, you cannot, if you're gonna play unfairly, then you're opening yourself up for your opponents to do so as well. So, but as far as it works, just play fairly, you know, function within the system, and he knows that, and I can at least respect that, you know. I mean, at least he's done that, you know.
President Pence.
But he's just too timid.
Now we are moving.
Like, out of anyone, I don't know how evil he would be, but at least I know he wouldn't, like, let the country degrade into, like, actual fascism. You know? Like, at least there's that. At least there's that.
The U.S. has committed nearly $77 billion.
They want the culture war of being Christians without caring that much about the Christianity. Yeah. I mean, that's like an age-old strat, right?
Regardless of that, the specifics of that plan, is there anyone on stage who would not support the increase of more funding to Ukraine?
Jesus Christ, shut up. You fucking fucked up my hit. Wait, let's say that back.
The increase of more funding to Ukraine.
Oh.
The specifics of that plan. Is there anyone on stage who would not support the increase of more funding to Ukraine?
Okay.
We would not support it.
Europe needs to step up.
God, Vivek loves this shit, man. Every time they do this, I honestly can't. I kind of get it, you know. I relate to Vivek in one way, and that's that I'm also kind of a bitch. I like to go against the grain if it's something that I feel strongly about and I think is actually worth going against the grain. And you know, I won't just do it for anything. You know, I'm not a contrarian. But if there is a thing that I see and I think that there's you know, I think it's worth talking about and that I could make a positive change, then I will go for it. And so I find myself being the one person who's speaking up excessively a lot. So I kind of enjoy that in a way. You know, I can't hate him for it. It is funny.
Europe step up and do their job.
Mr. Ramaswamy.
Ron didn't know if he wants to raise it or not.
But you're saying you would not?
Yeah, because nobody else started fucking raising their hands. I think other people weren't like even answering the question because Ron started talking or because Ramaswamy started talking.
Governor DeSantis?
I will have Europe pull their...
Big news! Wagner troops are offering to join Ukraine in order to fight Putin? What? What? Wait, is that real? Wait a minute. Let's see if that's real. I tried to copy and paste that. Okay, wait. Wagner chief. Okay, this is from 14th of May. If you have a source on that, oh, Ukraine is inviting them to join. Okay. I mean, apparently, yeah, I mean, apparently they offered to tell, Prigozhin offered to tell Ukraine where Russian troops were located if Ukrainians pulled out of Bakhmut. So they could have, I think there is some possibility for cooperation there. And it seems like Wagner might be not be totally opposed to that. So maybe there is something possible there, but I don't think that that's possible that they would do that without expecting something in return, I feel like. So yeah, I don't know. That's pretty interesting, though. That's kind of a fucking awesome move from Ukraine. That's kind of baller, right? Like, I mean, fuck Wagner, but then being like, how about you come and be like, you know, fucking gun fodder? Like, how about you go and be meat for us on the battlefield? That's kind of sick. That's kind of smart. I quite like that. You love to see Ukraine actually having fucking great strategy. Lots of European nations have stepped up and donated a lot. The USA should continue to support Ukraine to fend off Russia. Yeah, also the US just has like way too much fucking military access anyway, right? You have so much shit. You don't need it all, okay? You don't need to keep it all forever. Just fucking give some to people who are actually in a war and are actually being attacked, okay? Like America America got invaded like once, like 80 years ago, and it wasn't even like proper, right? I think there was one thing I read about, but otherwise America does not have any reason to be doing that. You still stand by your conspiracy theory from yesterday? Would you like to tell me that again? I forgot what it was, I'm afraid. Maybe execute a general or politician. Wagner will want blood. Multiple high-ranking of Wagner were killed, especially their leader. They definitely want blood. Well, they're not going to want blood from Ukraine, though, because it's fucking, it's Russia who did it. I mean, maybe they would just be satisfied with an excuse to attack Russia. Ah, you know what? they would probably take the military power from Ukraine and then try and keep on going and then, you know, do another coup in Russia. That's probably it. Oh yeah. I mean, that would make sense, right? They would take advantage of their, you know, supplies and resources, and yeah, and I think they'd probably try and reappropriate it for them to actually gain control over Russia as a country. I think that's the most likely course here, right? Most money sent to Ukraine is in assets and Cold War munitions. Yeah, exactly. The thing about Wagner is either staging his death or killing him in order to have pretext to cause a civil war. Yeah. I mean that is what they. That is. I think it's both. Yeah. I mean, you're correct. As I told you then. Unironically, we should use that argument. We are demilitarizing the USA by giving our weapons to Ukraine. Well, that's not going to work on conservatives though, right? Because they fucking hate that. Most people who do want America demilitarized are people who support Ukraine anyway. Wagner coup 2, Electric Boogaloo. Finally! I mean, fuck Wagner as well though, right? Like, Wagner is terrible and not a good group, and we should want them all to die. But if they do go and fight for Ukraine, a lot of them probably could. So
support should be contingent on them doing it, and I would have support in China to be able to take China and do what we need to do with China.
Mr. Ramaswamy, you would not support an increase of funding to Ukraine?
I would not. And I think that this is disastrous, that we are protecting against an invasion across somebody else's border when we should use those same military resources to prevent across the invasion of our own southern border here in the United States of America. We are driving Russia further into China's hands. The Russia-China alliance is the single greatest threat we face. And I find it offensive that we have professional politicians on the stage that will make a pilgrimage.
Wait, he just wants to fucking collaborate with Russia. He just wants them to like have fucking total control. Oh god, they want to invade Mexico, yeah.
To their Pope, Zelensky,
oh yeah.
Without doing the same
he
thing
wants
for
to send the troops to the Russian to the southern border.
I think that we have to put the interests of Americans first. Secure our own border instead of somebody else's. And the reality is, this is also how we project strength by making America strong at home.
All right, we heard the names. Governor Christie first.
All right, look, I did go to Ukraine, and I went to Ukraine because I wanted to see for myself what Vladimir Putin's army was doing to the Ukraine.
Oh wait, sorry, hold on. I need to replace my headphones. Wait, hold on, folks. Just a second. I'll have found the USB hole in just a moment. It's so dark under my desk. It's so fucked. There we are. Okay, I got it. We're good. Sorry about that. Let's keep going.
And let me tell you, I want you all to look around this arena tonight and imagine.
Oh god, why is that so quiet? That's sorry about that, folks. Sorry.
That every one of these seats was filled.
Okay, wait, let me turn this.
And if every one of them was filled, there would still be 2,500 more children outside.
Oh man, that's so quiet. That's so quiet. That's why.
Over 20,000 who have been abducted, stolen, ripped from their mothers and fathers, and brought back to Russia to be programmed to fight their own families. They have gouged out people's eyes, cut off their ears, and shot people in the back of the head, men, and then gone into those homes and raped the daughters and the wives.
Not laughing.
As widows.
I was laughing before because he sounded silly when he said and then he said something really depressing.
This is the Vladimir Putin. This is the Vladimir Putin who Donald Trump called brilliant and a genius. If we don't stand up against this type of autocratic killing in the world, we will be next.
Yeah, he makes a good argument. Makes a really good argument.
You were mentioned.
Governor Haley, we'll come back.
Vice President Pence was mentioned. You get 30 seconds.
Yeah, well, let me be clear. Anybody that thinks that we can't solve the problem.
He just hit him with the Obama. Let me be clear.
Here in the United States, and
somebody needs to edit that. Maybe I'll put in the effort and edit that into "Let me be clear," and then he goes clear and post it and get a million billion likes.
Be the leader of the free world. has a pretty small view of the greatest nation on earth.
That is incorrect.
We can do both, Vivek. We've done both. We've been the leader of the free world and the arsenal of democracy for years. The Reagan Doctrine years ago made it clear. We said, if you're willing to fight the communists on your soil, we'll give you the means to fight them there so our troops don't have to fight them. Vivek, if we do the giveaway that you want to give to Putin to give him his land, it's not going to be too long before he rolls across a NATO border.
I love his face when he gets sassy. He gets like angry. He goes, no. He's like, what are you doing?
And frankly, our men and women of our armed forces are going to have to go and fight.
Oh, God.
I want to let the Ukrainians fight and drive Putin and the Russians back out into Russia.
Oh my God. He has a newsflash. He's a newsflash. Okay, when a cunty American says they have a newsflash, you better fucking strap yourself in, dude. It's about to get fucking crazy.
The USSR does not exist anymore. It fell back in 1990.
Did I say
the real threat? You talked about the communists, and the real communists that we have to address right now
have any
is the
idea what Vladimir Putin's aims are.
You already spoke. Now I actually have something to say.
Vladimir Putin has been saying he wants to reestablish the old Soviet sphere
You've made
of
your point,
influence.
Vice President.
That's not what communism is, Mr.
Calling him
Pence.
a communist. He is a dictator and a murderer. And the United States of America needs to stand.
I mean, that's all it is for these people, right? Calling someone a communist isn't actually like an actual like statement of their like economic preferences. It's just an insult because Americans are fucking brain dead. American conservatives.
Authoritarianism.
Mr. Ramaswamy, 30 seconds.
Respond. The real threat we face today is communist China. We are driving.
Okay, never mind. China's not really communist either, are they?
China's arms. The
Let's be
Russia-China
real.
military alliance is the single greatest threat we face. Nobody in either political party's talking about it, and I am the only non-neocon on this stage who will keep us out of war.
Mr. Vice President, we can't hear. Mr. Vice President,
is to give Russia everything they've got.
Mr. Vice President,
give them a promise that Ukraine will never be in NATO, and then somehow
Mr. Vice President.
China will not think about taking Taiwan. We achieved peace.
Oh, he's so right. He's spitting.
Mr. Vice President,
He's spitting.
okay.
That's like, I mean, that's like the rare, pretty okay conservative foreign policy. I mean, yeah, support them, because if not, then, I mean, support fucking people defending themselves against terrible countries, or else there'll be more terrible countries, okay? And then they'll come for you. Obviously. China and Russia is enemy, but Russia should have Ukraine. Yeah, exactly. Just let them win. You know, don't worry about that.
I think we need to reestablish some ground rules
When
here,
we hear this bell,
yes.
that means your time's done.
Oh
Mr.
God,
Vice President, we
they're so
appreciate your
pissed off with
aggressiveness
them.
here.
They hate
30
them so
seconds is
much.
30 seconds. Mr. Ramaswamy, you were mentioned. You get 30 seconds.
So the reality is that today,
Oh.
is not a priority for the United States of America. And I think that the same people who took us into the Iraq War, the same people who took
Wait,
us into the Vietnam
why did they
War,
just
you
boo
cannot-
that? Wait, I'm sorry. Is that my weed, or why didn't he just say the reality is, and they started booing? I'd hate to moderate one of these. Oh, I'd love it, dude. I would love it. I'm having like to work with like a classroom and like shitting on people, and like annoying kids to get them to behave themselves, but doing it in a way that makes them not want to kill themselves too much is very entertaining. And I would love to do it with these guys. I would just like mildly make fun of them, and actually I wouldn't even mildly make fun of them. I think I would go in, but in like a, you know, like an ambiguous way where you can't immediately tell how hard I'm going in. When the quirky bell goes off, you shut up. Exactly.
And you're not start another no-win war. And I do not want to get to the point where we're sending our military resources abroad when we could be better using them here at home to protect our own borders, protect the homeland.
All right.
That will be my top priority in foreign policy.
So what angle? What, on attacking them?
Because everybody.
I mean, it would be different for different people. But like, I don't know. There's a lot of things you can say when people won't shut up. You can be like, okay, I can tell you got a lot to say, or like you can do little things, just like, yeah, that was awesome. Wow, What great words. Now let's move on. I don't know. You can there's so many good little digs you can do. I sounded too friendly there, but you know, I think if you sound a little cuntier, that would be good. Use the rock in Minecraft on their heads in Minecraft.
Here. So, Governor Haley, you did not raise your hand, meaning that you would support more funding for the Ukraine war. You have said of Governor DeSantis that you didn't appreciate it when he initially called it a territorial dispute. Why?
First of all, the American president needs to have moral clarity. They need to know the difference between right and wrong. They need to know the difference between good and evil. Right. When you look at the situation with Russia and Ukraine, here you have a pro-American country that was invaded by a thug. So when you want to talk about what has been given to Ukraine, less than 3.5% of our defense budget has been given to Ukraine.
Yeah,
if you
that's
look
a good
at
angle.
the percentages per GDP,
It's a good angle.
11 of the European countries have given more than the U.S. But what's really important is go back to when China and Russia held hands, shook hands before the Olympics.
You know, people in I feel like in politics, people love or citizens love to have like an enemy, a big bad, you know, like something to rally against, you know. It kind of gives people a sense of unity and strength, right? And Russia used to kind of be that, right, for Americans, especially, you know, during the Cold War era. But now they've gotten like so timid about that, even though Russia's still out there doing like similar horrible shit, you know, and they're like so like easily like demonizable, much more so than like China is, because though China does like weird shit, they're not like gonna come for like other countries like in the Western Hemisphere, so they're not like, people won't care about that, you know. Like the average like American doesn't think about Taiwan. They're not like aware that it's like a whole fucking place with like millions and millions of people. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know why they just wouldn't make more use of the fact that Putin's a terrible fucking person.
And name themselves unlimited partners. A win
An argument
for
about
Russia
wearing
is a win
bras.
for China. We have to know that.
What's
Ukraine
happening?
is the first line of defense for us. And the problem that Vivek doesn't understand is he wants to hand Ukraine to Russia. He wants to let China eat Taiwan. He wants to go and stop funding Israel. You don't do that to friends.
Why would you assume this guy isn't a Zionist? Look at him. Listen to everything he said. This guy would love apartheid.
What you do instead is you have the backs of your friends. Ukraine is the front line of defense. Putin has said, if Russia...
Your house is 8 women? Oh no. In a non-misogynistic way. You can see him kind of flickering back, and he like does the little he does the like very angry face. He's looking very salty and upset. And then he realizes, he remembers. He does a little smile. He tries his best.
Once Russia takes Ukraine, Poland and the
It's funny to watch. It's funny to watch these people think in like real time and come up with their little like own solution and tactic and strategy for how to approach it.
It's a world war. We're trying to prevent war. Look at what Putin did today. He killed Prigozhin. When I was at the UN, the Russian ambassador suddenly died. This guy is a murderer, and you are choosing a murderer over a pro-American country.
First of all, Mr. Ramaswamy.
Wait, the Russian UN ambassador died?
30 seconds, Mr.
Yikes.
Nikki, I wish you well in your future career on the boards of Lockheed and Raytheon.
I'm not on
but
the
fact of the matter,
and you know,
Boeing came off of it, but you've been pushing this lie. You've been pushing this lie all week, Nikki.
You want to go and defund Israel? You want to
okay, let me address that. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm going to address each of those. This is the false lies of a professional politician. There you have it.
Your watch,
so the reality
make America less safe. You have no foreign policy experience, and it shows.
And you know what? The foreign policy experience that you
I mean, she's right. His foreign policy is like totally fucking like inactable. You can't do that. It wouldn't work. You would fuck everything up. Can you flip Vivek so he's reacting to the debate? That's such a good idea. I should have done that so much sooner. Wait, okay, wait, watch this. Oh, there we are. Oh, that's funny, actually. That's so funny. Wait, I'll put this here, and then we can have kind of the two reactions going. That's such a good idea. Thank you so much. Okay, wait. Here we are. Transform. Flip horizontal. Perfect. Oh, that's such a good fucking reaction. Wait, we'll make this a little. We'll make this a bit like that. Like this. Oh, wait. No, why? What happened? Wait. Wait, why did this whole thing flip? What the hell? What the fuck? Wait a minute. Wait, is everything flipped? Not everything's flipped. I'm so confused. Wait, okay. Wait, why does it flip everything? Okay, alright. Anyway, right, I'm about to head out. I need to sleep and you're busy tomorrow. No worries, mate. You take care. Thank you for dropping by. It was nice having you. Very much appreciate you. Thank you. Sleep well.
So our relationship with Israel will never be stronger than by the end of my first term. But
Oh no, wait.
it is
Okay, wait, I can explain. I was trying to change there's like a visual presets option. I clicked on the one that's dramatic and it just made his skin made him look like a different ethnicity. That was not my goal.
a friendship. And you know what friends do? Friends help each other stand
Made
on
him
their own
more
2 feet.
flustered.
So I will lead Abraham Accords 2.0. I will partner with
Wait,
Israel to make sure
how do
Iran
I-
never is nuclear armed. But you know what I love about Israel? And I've been there probably in the last 10 years more than most people on this stage. You know what I
Of
love
course he
about
has.
them? I love their border policies. I love their tough on crime policies. I love that they have identity and an iron dome to protect their homeland. And so yes, I
Didn't mean
want
to
to learn
jump
from
scare you
the
like
friends
that.
that we're supporting. And what puzzles
you wanna
me
cut the
is
aid
I want to
off.
learn
And
from
let
those
me
and
tell
apply
you,
those to protect
Okay,
our
I got it.
homeland.
Israel
That is
needs
the answer.
America.
We got it.
America needs Israel.
Okay,
They
Governor
have a
DeSantis,
I'm sorry.
Governor DeSantis, you were mentioned in the territorial dispute. Not only
No, it's not a territorial
as
dispute
President
either.
of the United States, your first obligation is to
Thank
defend
you.
our country and
This
its
looks
people.
so fucking funny.
And that means you're sending all this money, but you're not doing what we need to do to secure our own border. We have tens of thousands of people
We can
who
do
are
both
being
at the
killed because
same
we're
time.
not handling
And we
both.
can do
And so
both
I am
at
going
the
to
same
declare it a
time.
national emergency. I'm not going to send troops to Ukraine, but I am going to send them.
I
to our
love
southern
Israel for the mining and natural resources we can steal. Yay!
When these drug pushers are bringing fentanyl across the border, that's going to be the last thing they do. We're going to use force, and we're going to leave them stone cold dead.
we're actually going to move on
Jesus,
to China.
man.
We're gonna talk
The fucking, like, the psycho eyes as well. Like, the fucking lifelessness. You can see, like, he is a person who fucking worked at Guantanamo Bay and, like, facilitated torture.
I am going to declare it a national emergency. I'm not.
Well, he's just declaring a national emergency so he can have executive powers that you wouldn't have otherwise. He's literally doing the instating martial law thing that we talked about Alex Jones fear-mongering about. Homelander arc, yeah. Look at his eyes after
Ukraine,
this.
But I am going to send them to our southern border. When these drug pushers are bringing fentanyl across the border, that's going to be the last thing they do. We're going to use force, and we're going to leave them stone cold dead.
We're actually going to move on to China.
He does this like little twitching
We're going to
thing.
talk about China.
Okay.
Governor Burgum. China has the biggest navy in the world, the biggest army in the world. Now they have warships off the coast of Alaska. They are threatening Taiwan. In
Why did
coming years,
invading
China will have
Mexico become a real Republican point now? It's not. It's not. We can find how many Americans support invading Mexico. I think we can find out that there's no. Half of Americans say there's an invasion at the southern border. Okay. One recent poll that found that 70% of Republican voters in the US support the idea of deploying US military to battle organized crime. Yikes. Okay. Wait, we'll keep on playing this. I'm going to read through this article and I'll see if I find anything.
1,500 nuclear warheads, it's believed. The U.S. just arrested 2 sailors accused of spying for China within our military. So the question is, how would you deter China as a president, Burgum?
Well, this is the #1 issue we're facing. And of course, we haven't been talking about it, and we act like that letting Russia win in the Ukraine is like a gimme as opposed to a gift to China. Russia has become China's gas station. But how would we do it? The Biden administration is a complete fail. China imports 10 million barrels of oil a day, more than any other country in the world. They do not even have all the food they need to feed everybody in that country.
Okay. Well, thing is, everything I can find is people talking about sending the military down to get rid of like cartels, or like fucking drugs entering the country. But that feels to me like it's just a dog whistle for them saying we want to go and murder them, but they just won't like announce it like that. Because obviously Republicans do see being a cartel member as synonymous with being Mexican, right? They don't really differentiate there. A lot of the far right is convinced that trafficking rings are like a huge issue, so that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, there's been a lot of fucking propaganda around that, hasn't there? That's literally the same thing Stalin used to invade Poland. Yikes, yeah. Fucking Jesus, man. They're genuinely terrified of fentanyl. Yeah.
Country, so they don't have energy
it's
security,
depressing.
food security.
It's
The
depressing.
Biden administration sends Blinken, Yellen over there. They're over there talking. They don't even bring up energy because they're too busy trying
Did
to
he
kill
just say
US energy
sorry?
here. And what we need to do is
Oh,
not
no.
meetings, not press releases.
That's not a good move.
Because something that would send a lot more than a press release is actually Harpoon missiles. We need anti-ship missiles on Taiwan. The way that you have a war never start, which is the goal,
Oh.
the way you have peace through strength, is that you actually have strength. You
Okay.
actually have deterrence. And what we have in what we've got going on in Ukraine is an example of when deterrence fail. What is an example there?
I mean,
Biden's
maybe?
disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan. The fact that he
I don't know if
greenlighted
that's- I don't know if
moving
that's a
into
good
Ukraine,
move.
And then now they see weakness, and when they see
Nuke
weakness,
Taiwan,
they
no
make a
more
move.
problem.
And
This
we
is
have to be
smart.
strong, and we have to be
See,
strong
this is
both
how
in
we need
Ukraine
to be
and we can
thinking.
solve the southern border. Absolutely, we can
More
do
like
that.
more like
Because guess
schizo
what? There's
Abe.
only
Just
19,855
nuke any
authorized
country
people
that
for
could
the
be a
Border Patrol,
problem,
but they're not all staff because
or could
the
be
Biden
invaded by
administration
another
doesn't
country.
enforce
Just
law
nuke
enforcement.
every
But
country
Biden
that isn't
administration
America.
wanted to put 87,000 people in the IRS as opposed to giving the money and the support we need to our own Border Patrol.
Okay.
There we are. He looped it back to the buzzword. There we are. I love seeing it. I love seeing it. They love to do it.
87,000 IRS agents and hire
There we are. Another
or double
buzzword, the
number of
87,000
Border Patrol
IRS agents.
I just left Yuma, Arizona about 2 weeks ago.
Ukraine
The
wasn't a part of
most
NATO. What
pressing
could
need
America
of the
do
American
anyway?
people from a national security standpoint is our southern
I
border.
mean,
It has
I don't know what you're saying this in reference to specifically.
led to
The
the
thing
death
before
of
was about
70,000
giving that shit to
Americans
Taiwan, right?
because of fentanyl. Plus,
What's happening on screen? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't. This is how my screen has always looked. This is how your screen should look. This is how everyone's screen looks. So
6 million illegal crossings
normal.
since President Biden has taken office, and 200 people on our national security watch list have been caught at our border. How many have not been caught at our southern border? If we just spend $10 billion, we could finish the wall. For $5 billion more, we
just
can have
spend
the
$10 billion on
military-grade
that.
technology to surveil our southern border.
He said 6 million. You got worried for a minute. 6 million? Is he sure about that? Wait, 6. Hold on. Wait.
Our national security watch list have been caught at crossings since President Biden to the death of 70,000 Americans because of
Wait,
fentanyl.
let's hear this. Let's hear this
Plus,
again.
6 million illegal crossings since President Biden has taken office. and
6 million illegal crossings. Okay. How many illegal migrants in? Wait. Let's just go for 1 year. We can just go for 2022, and then we can see if that could make sense. Max H is coming out. What does this mean? What does this mean? H? Wait. Okay. Oh no. I mean it. Okay. No, it doesn't seem like it's 6 million to me. It looks more like it is. That's no, that's like 3 million. That's 2. Yeah, it's 2.2 million. There you are. 2.2 million illegal crossings in during the Biden term so far. And that was actually of April, so we can just add another million, so we'll say 3 million. Yeah.
200 people on our...
Max, those were World War II jokes? I know that, but I'm... Oh, wait. No. Even so, though, that's a good question. Okay, fuck you. I'm high. Okay, leave me alone.
National security
I'm high and I'm a little bit autistic.
Have been caught at our border. How many
Don't confuse
have not been
me.
caught at our southern border? If we just spend $10 billion,
I blame you.
we could finish the wall. For $5 billion more, we could have the military-grade technology
I'm not always high.
to surveil our southern border.
I'm only getting high now. I haven't been high all day. I've been sober.
70,000 Americans a year.
It wasn't 6 million. Wait. That's what Ape meant. No, hold on. It was 6 million. It was probably more. 7 million. I don't know. Okay, I don't.
This
Ape is literally always high. Perhaps. I mean, look, You can function though. I mean, you do everything. Hi, Isabel. I believe it's Isabel, right? If I'm recording correctly. Hi, nice to have you.
Government, and as the next president of the United
Don't
States,
cleep me.
I will make that border wall complete.
There are many more questions on China. I do want to ask about...
I want to say I couldn't agree more. It's not just the 70,000
Yes.
fentanyl. We've lost 200,000 people to overdoses since Biden took office. That's 300 people a day. We're taking mass casualties, and that's a statistic, but these are sons and daughters, nieces and nephews that we're losing. We've got North Dakota troops down there flying night helicopter missions from San Diego to the Gulf Coast, trying to stop these transnational criminal organizations. They've got better funding on their side than we've got on our side.
This guy is so boring. He looks like a Muppet. This guy is shaped like a Muppet. You know, he looks like he has like Jim Henson's like hand up his ass and he's like making him talk.
Speaking of which, images from earlier this
I'm overdosing as we speak. I injected too many No! Abe, you can't do that. Only 5 marijuanas. That's the legal, that's the body limit. You have a question? Hit me with your question.
With Mexico,
Vice President Pence,
policy.
images from earlier this month.
Saying someone's name as well is also such a powerful move, you know, when they're like trying to talk to you and you just say their name. It's so brutal. He should have said Michael Pence. He should have hit him with that.
Pence, it really doesn't help. I'm asking a question. Earlier this month, images showed suspected cartel members crossing into Texas with rifles.
How do I feel about Ukraine? Ukraine, I mean, they're doing good. I'm proud of them. I'm happy they're doing well. We should send them more shit.
You consider this an invasion? Would you authorize
Michael Pence, you are in big trouble.
There would be lethal force used by the Border Patrol, law enforcement as needed to protect the border. Absolutely. When you look at the military has to be used for intelligence gathering purposes. This is not unusual. Whenever I was in the Bush administration, we went down there and met with President...
This guy needs to stop trying to smile all the time as well. He needs to look a little meaner, you know? He looks too, he looks too, you know, kind right now. You want the food in the bottom right? Oh my god, we have so much incredible content on screen right now. I hope everyone's entertained. It's great. Skibbity dup dup dup. Yes. Don't do that. I didn't even mean to read it out like that. I saw 4 yeses and my 3 yes. I saw 3 yeses and my brain did that.
Fox of Mexico and asked his help in going after the cartels. And he looked at me and said, they're a problem to us as well. And so we joined together and we took down the Ariana Felix brothers leading the Tijuana cartel. And that made a difference. Ramon
If you
was
have
shot.
gray hair, you can't run for president. Get those old dudes out of here. Based. Do it.
Killed, and Ben Amin was captured. Cooperation makes a difference. We cannot be successful.
Max can't count. Max has just injected a whole marijuana, okay? Suck my dick, alright? Max can count great. when he's sober. Okay? Fuck you.
Against the cartel, unless we
Your dad
bring
can't
in
run.
Mexico as a partner, we have to use economic pressure to accomplish that.
No dads running, okay? They need to be childless, non-gray-haired, great people who won't ruin everything,
President
please.
Obrador has not been helpful, and we have to use economic pressure that this administration is not using. The rule of law has to matter on both sides of it.
Okay.
This guy would die from one Joe Biden stare fall. You know, like he does not look like he's built for survival. How many fingers are you holding? Fuck you! Fuck you!
I've done it. We know what needs to be done. The military has to be limited in its use.
I don't know, folks.
9/11, we had the global war on terror, and guess what? We protected the border at the same time. You can do both.
Okay, let's go to Governor DeSantis.
Oh, thank God.
So, as president,
Finally, give us some
would you
entertainment, mister.
support sending U.S. Special Forces over the border into Mexico to take out fentanyl labs, to take out drug cartel operations? Would you support
Shut the
that
fuck
kind of
up.
American military use?
I'll ban you,
and I will do
lurker.
it on day one. Here's the thing.
Yes, and I will do it on day one. You can't do upspeak like that. You know, the difference, like, upspeak is like when I'm talking like this, or downspeak is like when I'm talking like this, you know? If you do upspeak like that, you sound like a bitch. You sound like a bitch. You just, if it sounds like you're asking a question, it sounds like you're unsure about something, you know, it's the thing you do if you're asking a question, like, is this really happening? You know, like that, right? If you phrase things like that, and if you speak like that, you're gonna end up just sounding weak.
The cartels are killing tens of thousands of our fellow citizens. You want to talk about a country in decline? You have the cartels controlling a lot of part of your southern border. We have to reestablish the rule of law, and we have to defend our people. The President of the United States has got to use all available powers as Commander-in-Chief to protect our country and to protect the people. So when they're coming across, yes, we're going to use lethal force. Yes, we reserve the right to operate. How many more tens of thousands are we going to let to die? I am sick. I've met angel moms throughout this country.
What?
I met a lady in Texas named Tracy, and her son took one Percocet that was laced with fentanyl, immediately died. That is happening all across this country because of the poison that they are bringing in. So as president, would I use force? Would I treat them as foreign terrorist organizations? You're darn right I would.
I don't know enough about Fent to say if you can, if one pill laced with it could kill you, but that's not good. Oh wait, did that just get way louder?
Vice President Pence, why would you be better at this
so loud
issue than
now?
Governor DeSantis? Governor DeSantis on the campaign trail refers to your administration as not finishing the wall.
Right. Look, we secured the southern border of the United States of America and reduced illegal immigration and asylum abuse by 90%. When Joe Biden took over, he threw open the southern border of the United States, and the wave of humanity, the wave of fentanyl that's been eloquently described here is a wave of human tragedy across this country. But Martha, you began this evening talking about who is best prepared to be the next president of the United States.
Can they give us something good now?
And I have to tell you, with all humility, I was there when we negotiated through the government shutdown and got the funding available to build. It's because we used it overnight. We got the Mexicans to deploy their National Guard to their southern border and to our southern border as never before. And I want to promise you, as President of the United States of America,
this is so much
Our southern
waffle.
border during the Biden administration. So, Governor Christie, what would you do
Okay,
about the 7
we
million
have-
who are here? How would you handle them?
Okay,
What
we
would
have
you
like
do?
15 minutes left. I'll stick it out. I'll stick it out. I'm very bored, but maybe there's some content in there. I'm gonna stay strong. The Mexicans? No.
The first thing we need to do is to stop any more from coming. That's the first thing we need to do. Then the next thing we
You're
need
bored?
to do
Me too.
with the
Me
folks
too.
that are
But
here
maybe there'll be
is
something
to,
good.
Again,
Let's
as we
stick
talked
it
about
out.
all night tonight, We have to have law and order in this country. We have to enforce the law. And what that means is to make sure that people who come here illegally
I mean, I think it's just
are
the
not
border issue is so fucking tired, you know? It's so old. We've, like, people talked about it for so long.
We have a lot of issues that Americans care about. Next up, we're going to talk about the crisis in education as millions of American children
Oh my
are
God,
not
wait.
proficient in reading or math after this.
Okay. Wait, here we go. Looking at old white men makes you irrationally angry. Very
The nation's
understandable.
report card was the weakest ever for American school children, exposing chronic absenteeism, deep declines for reading and math for 15-year-olds and 13-year-olds.
Gold, more gold. Let's hope.
You would eliminate, you said, the Department of Education. But as president, would you still have a responsibility to fix this crisis as we see it?
Absolutely. The decline in education is one of the major reasons why our country is in decline.
Oh, yeah.
We need education in this country, not
My brother is getting deployed to the border for like 15 months in October. There are a ton of soldiers down there doing border security. It's so dumb. Wait, why do they want more fucking military then? They have soldiers. They have military there. What the fuck? Watching old white men makes you hungry. That's concerning. I am also hungry though, so maybe I share that symptom.
indoctrination in this country. And in Florida, we stood up for what was right. First, we had schools open during COVID, and a lot of the problems that we've seen are because these lockdown states lock their kids out of school for a year, year and a half. That was wrong. We stood up. I took a lot of fire for that.
Oh yeah, kids from Florida famously well adjusted and normal. Eliminate middle school teenagers. Do not want them to learn young adults. Just let them chill and go outside during puberty. Exactly. Old white men make a yummy snack.
I was pilloried by the media, but I stood for our kids. And as president, I'll
disavow
stand for you and your
cannibalism.
kids as well.
Okay.
But we have to make sure that what our schools are doing is focusing on solid academics. In Florida, we eliminated critical race theory from our K through 12 schools. We eliminated gender ideology from our K through 12 schools.
No more gender. The gender's all gone.
Of American
He's a gender abolitionist.
civics and
Finally.
teaching our kids about the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. As president, I'm going to lead an effort
Take the
to
cannibalism
increase
pill. Hell
civic
yeah.
understanding and
You read that wrong. God, you really are high. Yeah, I just smoked a bunch of
knowledge of
weed.
our Constitution.
Legal weed.
We cannot be
Leave me alone.
graduating students that don't have any foundation in what it means to be an American.
Mr. Ramaswamy, Mr. Ramaswamy, hold on, Senator Scott. You've said
This guy's
that
hair is fucking fire, by the way. This like it's so
the
perfectly
Department of
shaped.
Education, the FBI,
It's
the
crazy.
ATF, the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, the IRS, the Department of Commerce.
This
many
guy,
of
it's
these
got
should
some
not
time. I'd be
exist.
so damn.
That's correct.
So,
You haven't
to
smoked
the
weed since you were like 19? Yeah, me neither.
education question.
The
how would you
tyranny
deal
of
with the
bathrooms
crisis?
have ended.
So look,
Finally.
we have a crisis of achievement.
Finally.
Let's shut down the head of the snake, the Department of Education. Take that $80 billion, put it in the hands of parents across this country. This is the civil rights issue of our time.
Wait, he wants to redistribute wealth? Did he just say he wants to redistribute wealth? Is this guy a fucking Marxist? Is this guy a fucking commie? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Any parent to choose where they send their kids to school. End the
You just
teachers'
coughed so
unions
hard your
at the
water
local
bottle
level
fell
to allow
over?
public
Jesus
schools
Christ.
to compete. And then revive our national identity where every high school senior should have to pass the same civics test.
If Max
that
can't get
frankly-
mine and Abe World War II jokes, that should say how high he is. Look, I got that the first one was a joke, but then for some reason when I saw the second one, because I saw one from Salted and I saw a different one from Abe, and I assumed that for some reason Abe wasn't joking. I don't know. I got confused. Okay, Pinko. Do I see the Yang comparison a bit more? I mean, yeah, with the money thing, yeah. I mean, that's fair, but like, I still feel like that's kind of a stretch. There are a lot more people, I think, who would be more comparable. But I kind of see it. I kind of get it.
Every immigrant, including my mother,
I was too harsh in my tweet, perhaps.
had to pass.
I also
in
hi
order to become a
CJ.
citizen of
Nice to
this
have you.
country. And the fact of the matter is,
Hello.
there's a part of education policy that also rests with the family. I didn't grow up in money, but you know the word privilege gets used a lot. Well, you know what? I did have the ultimate privilege of 2 parents in the house with a focus on educational achievement. And I want every kid to enjoy that. So part of the problem is
How much
we also have
child
a federal
abuse do you think
government
this guy went
that
through?
pays
How many times do you think he got hit? There's no way this kid had fucking normal parents.
single women more not to have a man in the house
Soy clap?
than to have a man in the house.
They are.
contributing
They
to
are
an
soy
epidemic
clapping.
of fatherlessness. And I think that goes hand in glove with the education crisis as well, because we have to remember education starts with the family and then
You don't want to say hand in glove when you're talking about people working in cooperation with like the government, right? Like you don't want to alienate the government or portray it as some sort of like inhuman thing, I feel like. Especially if you're talking about it being a good thing, right? Because when the government does good stuff, that's real people doing it and them being good. When the government does bad stuff, that's the establishment just being evil and taking too much control. I mean, that's how usually how conservatives go, you know, and he's kind of missing that boat. To straight white parents, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure he's probably going to talk about how the family structure needs to be between a man and a woman. But we're not at that point yet. It wouldn't surprise me though. It wouldn't surprise me. I think they didn't hit him. They just gave him the silent treatment for several days at a time. Yeah, it's either or, right? Either they beat the shit out of him or they just totally neglected him and like didn't feed him.
nuclear family is the greatest form of governance known to mankind.
Governor Burgum, Governor Haley has said that biological
What the fuck was that? Wait. Which fucking audience member just went, "Ah!" What the fuck? Did you people hear that? Wait a minute. What the fuck was that?
Governor Burgum, Governor Haley has said that biological boys playing in girls' sports is the women's issue of our time.
What the hell?
You said that even though you signed a ban
That
on
was
this in
absurd.
North Dakota, that there hadn't been one instance where it was actually needed. Are you saying that you think that too much is made of this issue?
That's so strange.
No, I'm saying in North Dakota, we made a priority of protecting women's sports, and we've done that in our state. But I would absolutely do that. But I do think when we start talking about education and we think
The
that we're
nuclear
gonna have a
family is a breeding pit for sociopathic people. True.
government one size fits all, we're just completely losing track of the fact that education differs by states. Some school districts are doing a fantastic job, some less so. But the idea that every school district, state, and every teacher is somehow indoctrinating people is just false. You know, when I was building a company from scratch, you know, with small town
This
kids,
is a good angle. I think this is a good angle. I think when a really good thing to do during debates is to figure out the little inconsistencies with what your opponent says, and then you kind of hammer in on that, right? If they're not making any large things that you disagree with, you want to take like you want to wait, what's the word? Nitpick. I want to say nitwick for a while. You want to nitpick like this kind of shit, and you want to happen on it, and he's doing that, and that's a smart move.
we went, grew up in a
One
town
of the
300.
roller
We
coasters
built
is
a
called
global
Gravity
company
Max?
in 132 countries with over
Yeah,
100,000
this is so awesome.
customers.
Base.
We listened to those customers. We spent time with them. We talked to them. We did that.
I'm
as
so high.
governor,
I'm
education
a
is one of
little
the
bit
biggest part of
high,
the state
okay?
budget. So as a governor, I go. I
Look, can you
shadow a
blame
student.
me?
The night
Look at
before, I
this.
find out the student
Can you
finds out,
blame
I'm gonna
me?
Go to every class with them. I don't sit and lecture school districts how to do it. I go and see the experience. And there's a lot of things that have to change. But what needs to change in education is it's innovation. We're doing it the same way we did it 50 years ago with innovation, not regulation. I would get rid of the Department of Education. I would give block grants to schools, but I'd give them on merit based on who's doing the
Don't
most
worry,
innovative. I
folks.
just got done holding the
Touch my
7th
nose.
annual
Look,
Governors Conference on
okay, if there's one thing I can do, it's touch my nose. I could touch my nose like crazy. I'm based like that. I also think that you can't do that with I think that kind of test doesn't work with weed though. I think it's made to work with alcohol because that impairs your hand your limbic coordination more. You would smoke a spliff with Max, seems very chill. I would be down. I love smoking people. Smoking with people. It's a good time. Not smoking people. don't worry. I'm chill. I thought you were about to say another completely different N-word for a second. No, that's for when I start on kick. Okay, we have some we have some time till we get there.
Education. You should see what the people are doing when you cut loose the red tape, get the burden off their back. They care. Teachers in this country, the vast majority of them care about those kids. They're working in low-paying jobs, and they're fighting for those kids and their families.
Oh no, that seems sad.
First, I'll tell you, as you know, as a parent, the one thing you want is for your child to have a better life than you did. And we can talk about all of these things, and there's a lot of crazy woke things happening in schools, but we've got to get these kids reading.
That's such a funny way of describing things.
They're 4 times less likely to graduate high
You're
school.
eating $1,800 Oreos? How does that work? Send me a picture.
So we need to make sure we bring in reading remediation all over this country. We need transparency in the classroom because parents should never have
They
to
want, wait, did she just say trans parents in the classroom?
wonder what's being said or taught to their children in the classroom.
What the
Parents
hell?
need to be deciding which schools their kids go to because they
This
know
woman
best.
just like
And
trans?
let's put vocational classes back
She
into
say
the high school.
trans
Let's
parents?
teach our kids to build things again.
What in
When
God,
we do
God's
that, we
green
allow
earth?
that innovation, that's when it'll get back. And yes,
My
I will
God.
always say I'm going to fight for girls all day long because strong girls
Yo, they got a
become
mystery
strong women.
box.
Strong women become strong leaders, and biological boys don't belong in the lives
Trans?
of any of our girls.
Oh, thank God, it's a lightning round. Thank God, I want to see all these people get struck.
Vice President, so this is a lightning round of
Ah.
questions. 30-second answers, please.
Imagine that, like just
President Biden will be 82
a debate where they all just get fucking electrocuted at the
years
end.
old on inauguration
Girl
day.
boss
Nearly
face.
70% of Americans say that he is too old to serve.
What happened with the guy building the
Presidents
house?
have to pass a mental and
Wait.
physical test.
Oh, I
in
made
order
it
to
go
serve
invisible for some
Vice
reason.
President Pence.
Here we are.
Well, it might be a good idea to have everybody in Washington, D.C. pass a mental and...
Here we are. Let's put it there.
But,
Perfect.
30 seconds, no. The American
We
people
can
can
see.
make those judgments. But let me say...
Someone
I'm
ping me
running
when
for
the woman
president of the
stops
United States.
speaking.
We don't need a president who's too old. And we don't need a president who's too young. We need a president who's been there. We need a president who knows how Congress works, how the White House works, how states work. And on this education issue, Martha, I was fighting against No Child Left Behind when Republicans were doubling the Department of Education. I'll also shut down the Federal Department of Education. And when I was governor, we
Can you
doubled
stretch
the
it
size.
super thin and less wide and put in and stretch it from sniper to Subway Surfers? What, you mean like this? Hold on. Wait. Oh, that's not right. Hold on. Wait. Ooh. Oh wait, wait, from her to oh, there we are, like this? Do you mean this? Super thin and less wide. Yeah, okay, we got it, folks, we got it. That's such shit placement. Alright, okay. There we are, that looks real.
Of the largest school choice program in America.
Thinner? No, I want it to be
school
somewhat
choice to every
visible.
family in America when I'm in the White House.
This is a lightning round, Mr. Ramaswamy. I think you were mentioned there. You're 38.
They should call Mike Pence Michael. I said this before. We said that they should occasionally be like, sit down, Michael Pence, and that kind of thing. Do you intend to edit my VODs into segments at some point? Yeah, I probably will. I've been paying an editor in the last couple days to make shorts for me. And I'm because on Fiverr it's very cheap. Everything's very cheap, and it's like I don't fucking care to do that because I'm very fatigued a lot of the time, and I'm like, yeah, it's hard. And editing is like a pretty grueling, time-consuming thing. So I go and I get cheap labor, but I treat them nice and I tip and everything. So yeah, we need a president whose son has an average size hog. Honestly, yeah. The Biden's son having too big of a cock is just ruining everything. It's ruining this country. This is peak streamer setup. It's pretty great, right? It's pretty awesome. I'm quite pleased with that. Oh wait, should I?
You've said
I can
you
make
just
this
said you
fit
want a
better.
civics test or public service for those under 25 to be able to vote.
There
so
we
the
are.
question is, do you want a mental acuity test?
Wait, here we
for
are. I can fit the
presidents
whole
over
screen on.
75?
I've believe in the people of this country to tell the difference between
Is that
somebody who's
nice?
an automaton and somebody who's actually a thinking agent in the White House, which we don't have in there
You
today.
need a cheap editor too? Just go on Fiverr. Go on Fiverr. Find someone who hasn't had the chance to work with many people and they won't be demanding that much money. Like it's it sucks because you are underpaying people, but also I'm underpaid. I don't have that much money, and these people are only asking for that much money, you know. So it's a symbiotic thing of two broke people trying to make each other slightly less broke. You have a VTuber model which is pretty base. That's cool, nice. Exploit inexperienced people.
I will tell you, I want to address Vice President Pence's comment.
No.
I think we do need somebody of a
Don't
different
put those
generation
words in my mouth.
to lead this nation forward. Look at the way I've run this campaign. Going to the south side of Chicago, to Kensington, in the middle of Philadelphia, where traditional Republican candidates don't
Max
go.
is
We have an
China?
opportunity to build a multi-ethnic,
No,
working
okay.
class majority
People who
to
work with me say I am very nice, alright? I can show you, I have a screenshot of that guy leaving a review on my Fiverr account saying I'm nice to work with. Okay? Alright? All 5 editors are disabled Pakistani children. I told you not to tell them that. I told you not to say that, dude. What the fuck? When education is not liberating the dream of the oppressed, it's to become... when education is not liberating the dream of the oppressed is to become the oppressor. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for a lot of people, yeah, it does become kind of like their way of dealing with that, right? They like... they know that they're like low in the pecking order of society, and so they try and, you know, create one in which they're not. It's depressing. It's really depressing, and it's really fucking pathetic as well, right? Like, it's such a gross, like, disgusting thing to do. Your like XLR cable is busted, which way you haven't been streaming. Yeah, I'm shocked mine is still fucking working. Like, mine is so fucked, like, from like it being on a mic and my cable being like pulled tight a lot of the time. But it's still going somehow. But I have like a friend who has a shit ton of cables, so I'll be able to nab one from when this breaks. But it's functioning for now, at least.
A landslide, and I think
Einstein is back. Oh my god, we had Einstein.
To bring all of those voters along to deliver a Reagan 1980 revolution. We're going to do it in 2024.
Same question to you, Governor.
I don't know enough about the history of Reagan to know if he's referencing anything specific there.
We'll answer that. I will answer that.
Well, I know he's referencing an election, but which candidate is fruitiest? Oh wait. Do we want to see if they're like which ones are like bottoms? Wait, we can after we're done, we will go through and we'll have a look at them and we'll ascribe them. We'll figure out each of their traits according to what we saw, and we can go through and we'll make some categories. But let's finish it first, and then we'll get to that because that sounds like a good segment. We should do that.
This is a lightning round, not rolling.
Ron is the fruitiest. Bottom Ron.
You have 30 seconds. On the same question.
Perhaps.
Education. First of all, look at
When I come
Arkansas.
back,
We
I'll
have
have
to
you on my
compete
stream
with
at some point.
China.
That would be
I built
nice.
computer
I'd be down.
Science education. We led the nation in computer
Ron
science
would be a
education,
furry.
going from 1,100 students to 20.
I could see Ron being a furry. What kind of animal would Ron be if he was a furry though? I don't know. I feel like he would be like something like strange and like esoteric. Like he'd be like a squirrel or something, you know? He'd be like he'd want to do something unique. Because he's different. He's not like the other furries. A horse? No. Because he grinds his teeth? That's because he does coke. I mean, maybe. Ferret? Yeah, maybe ferret. Maybe ferret. That could work. That could work. Remember when we were concerned about DeSantis? Dude, at least we don't have that. Like, that's why I'm like generally pretty decently optimistic. I feel like Trump is probably... I feel like they're going to probably find a way to prevent Trump from running. I think I looked into that and that was a thing, but that is something that I will fact check because some people say that might not be. But I'm so glad that everyone seems kind of fucked. It's so good. Do I know Vivek's religious beliefs? Bro is a Hindu monotheist who believes Jesus is God? Isn't that like a fucking paradox? Isn't Hinduism like 60,000 gods? With respect, okay, respectfully. 60,000 gods? What?
23,000 students taking it. This is how you compete with China.
I mean, there's like I think like 100 something.
As President of the United States, I will make sure we go from 51% of our schools offering computer science to every school in rural areas and urban areas offering computer science for the benefit of our kids, and we can compete.
Ron is that one gif of a growling wolf that all the bottom T-girls on Twitter used to fight over the few top ones. True. True, he's that, but like, when you come closer, you just realize it's like a flat screen and there's nothing behind it. No, not respectfully. We are Reddit atheists. STEM Lord Canada. I mean, I am a little bit of a Reddit atheist. But I don't, yeah, I don't know. I like to be careful. I also, you know, I like if I'm like, you know, out here streaming and talking about things and I'm trying to, you know, bring people over to my opinion. I don't want to I don't want to be too abrasive, you know. I want to do it carefully. There are 33 million gods in Hinduism. I underestimated it. How many Hindu gods? Wait. No, wait. No, there's 6 Hinduism deities. Wait, there are 33... Wait, okay, there are 33 gods, and per the Puranas... Don't know what that is, I'm sorry. 330 million or more. 330 million. Whoa. They're gods maxing. What the fuck? What? Okay. Alright. Remember the debate you did in the guidance shut up about Reddit? Oh my god. No. God, that debate was fucking awful, man. That was such a horrible experience. I posted that to TikTok now, and it got like 50 likes, so I'm happy about that. So at least it was worth a little bit of content. But it's not fucking, it was so painful. It was so painful. I do need to do more though. I do need to do more. Because it is good. And I'm trying to get debates. I sent a DM to Destiny. I want to debate Destiny. I think I could shit on Destiny if I did it right. Did I nuke all other TikTok videos? Yeah. Yeah, I did. Look, I don't need my tattered past to come back to haunt me when people want to shit on me. You don't do debates for this very reason? Yeah. I mean, yeah, if I can handle it though. I can handle it. Density? Wait, god damn it. Don't confuse me like that. But yeah, no, I think I could get Destiny. Like if he wanted to debate me, I think I'd have a solid chance against him. And I think it would be, you know, good for clout, obviously, because it's fucking Destiny. But yeah, and I've been reaching out to other places, like with panels and that kind of thing. What would I want to debate him about? Transmedicalism. I want to debate him about transmedicalism. He has a pretty stupid outlook there. That we can dig into another point. I might like dedicate a segment to talking about it. But I don't want to reveal too much about my opinion there. Because I don't want him to be able to like look at what I've said and then just push back on it and already figure out all his arguments, you know. So debate where Ryan said I am too bad at dealing with confrontational conversations. Fair enough. I'm not. I'm pretty good at it. I don't know. I like a little bit of confrontation. It's pretty entertaining. And my self-ID. As in, I think people should be able to self-identify without getting a diagnosis that they're trans or like have gender dysphoria. Yeah, I mean, I don't really see the benefit to going against that much. Like, unless like the demands they're making are like absurd. Like, I don't think people should be able to be like, you should refer to me with meowth pronouns. You know, I'm the Pokemon character now. Like, I don't do that. Don't do that. We have there. I think you could make an argument for I don't know. I feel like you could maybe make an argument for introducing very basic new pronouns that actually work in the conventions of language, maybe. But then again, I don't really see the purpose of that much. Xenogenders should be off the table, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't... It's just not... I don't know. I don't see the point in it, really. For me, it ends up looking most of the time like just people using a different kind of decoration. It's like an aesthetic for them, you know? Like that's 99% of the time what xenogenders boiled down to. It's somebody making, you know, a different part of themselves into their gender. Neopronouns as well, 3 types are enough, IMO. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Me being German, given that we have no fucking like proper like neutral gender, like we have male, female, and then a thing that applies to objects and not really humans. So I think you can, like in German, people have tried to make the pronoun "der" as in like, so you have "der hat was getan" or something. Like you could implement that, right? Like they them can be an issue in other languages. So I think you can make a good argument for it there, but I don't really know how necessary it is in English.
With China in terms of technology.
Thank you, sir. This is going to go to... This
But like, yeah, people who request like neopronouns that don't even fit within like grammar and how English works, that pisses me off. That's like stupid. Like don't fucking make me put nouns as pronouns, you know? What the fuck are you talking about? Cat is not a pronoun, you fucking retard. Like, don't be, no, what do you, blah. You know?
This is coming to you. We're trying to do a quick
With
round
male,
of different
female,
topics
neutral, but neutral only applies to things and children. Things and children is kind of fucked up. I did everything right, and they indicted me. Yeah, it's such a banger. I don't know, I just thought of that. It's so good. It's so good. I love that. Sorry, I'm not calling you frog self. Exactly. What the fuck is this saying frogs? But that's a fucking self-referential pronoun. Why would you be telling other people to refer to you with self at the end? That's not themself. Why you... It makes me want to Minecraft myself. You know, it's just... I don't know. Xenogenders are weird, but people put too much emphasis on them being harmful. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't see the point in people trying to make big like doing lots of posturing about it and moralizing about it. I think that's pretty stupid. Like, you shouldn't be like, this is terrible and evil. You should say it's stupid and silly, or like just not say that people are evil for disagreeing with it. But you can't be like, you have to do this or you're Hitler and about like an issue like that. I think that's like ridiculous and very harmful. I know a debate lord that would disagree with you on xenogenders. If they're not someone who I know and already like dislike too strongly to want to talk to, then sure. But I mean, I've met a fair few people in the debate lord space, and they are a lot of people I've had conversations with that make me not want to talk to them again. CJed was in chat earlier complaining about your streaming time. I'm glad they're here. I said something based on in their comments, and Tankies came out and drove. Let's go. Yeah, we love pissing off Tankies. That's like one of the big tenets of the Karl Max stream. We love the 3 arrows. That's what we're all about. Honestly, the only ones that that bother me are the ones that are just like animals. I'm not calling you dog or bunny. I'm sorry. I'd rather call you it. He's called Bunk. Wait, I think I know Bunk. Is that a Bunk that I would know? Because I feel like Bunk rings a bell to me. A xenogender is a custom gender. Yeah, it's like the gender version of like a neologism. Like it's a new created version of it. I'm not calling people it. Oh, this is Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't know if I want to, you know, get into this necessarily. I don't know about it pronouns. I don't know. I feel uncomfortable dehumanizing somebody. And I don't really know if people should have the ability to say that they don't qualify as human. Like, or the ability to make other people say that. Like, I feel like that's kind of strange, and that's what it implies, right? But also, if people like it, then I don't really care that much. But like, I don't know. You could just use they. You know, like if you want to not be gendered, just be they. I think a lot of the issue with where fucking like the it and neo pronouns and that kind of thing comes from is from people it is from people like thinking that they no longer qualifies as a non-gendered term. People think that they is like just this third gender, which is like actually a specific thing that people feel like, and it's actually separate from every other like xenogender, right? When it's actually just every xenogender is just a non-binary person expressing it in like a funky, quirky way, you know? Like I think a lot of the issue there, a lot of the issues there have come from like the kind of dilution of that term. Stop being extra. Do you want to use it? Just use they. Yeah. Bunk is friends with a pragmatic leftist. She has debated Zonia in the past. Okay, based. Would that be easy for me? Do you think? How good are they at debating? Have I ever had Ziza Bussy not so against xenogender? Now are you? Not yet. We will see. If someone goes by it pronouns, it's weird, but I would still respect it. Yeah, I don't. It's like with that kind of thing. I'm like, at least you're not saying, like at least you're not making up new words or something, or saying something that doesn't make sense. I've had people who use the animal genders tell me it's in order to try and destroy gender, but I don't think that would be a viable route. Yeah, okay, this is another point I wanted to make actually. Thank you. This whole idea that xenogenders and neopronouns and all that shit should exist stems from like the concept that they have. Oh wait, do you guys need the stimuli? Actually, you probably need the stimuli. It stems from the concept that they're gonna somehow destroy gender by being absurdist and kind of like over the top, but all it does is fucking reinforce gender. They're making more gender. They're taking gender and they're making it like this, you know? Like what are you doing? Stop with all the fucking gender. We want less gender. Gender is meant to be less relevant now. Why is this like now the main focus of your existence as a gender abolitionist? What the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about, you fucking idiot? What's wrong with you? Like, it's just fucking dumb. I think you can say that we should. I think gender abolitionists make some fair arguments in the direction of, you know, we should focus less on gender, but also people like gender. And I believe in democracy. I like democracy. So if people want something, I let them have it. You know, if people want to be able to have an identity that's ascribed to them by virtue of, you know, their brain and what it tells them they are, then fucking go for it. Okay? Then if you want to identify with something, then that's fine. Most people do. You know, people love doing that. It's really it's a really annoying position to me, because if society isn't prepared for it, I don't think you should be advocating for it just yet. You should be advocating to convince people to get to that point. But that's like something that gender abolition is something that could, even if it did happen, would happen in like 100, 200 years. It would take tons of societal progress for us to totally disqualify that from existence. But it just won't happen. So why bother? Because people like identity. And it's just inevitable.
So, Senator Scott, faith is on decline in this country. You talked about it a little bit before tonight. So is there a role for a president of the United States in changing that? What would you do to change that?
You like gender,
Our
yeah.
nation was
fair.
founded upon the Judeo-Christian values that has made this the greatest nation on God's green earth. I'm a big believer in Ephesians 3:20 that God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or imagine. Our responsibility should be to model the behavior
Christians are so fucking funny, man. Imagine hearing Jesus Christ and like whooping.
we want others to follow. On education, the only way we change education in this nation is to break
Oh,
the
he's
backs
spitting.
of the teachers' unions.
Changing
They are
education
standing
in the
doorhouse
nation.
of our kids,
He's going crazy. He's going
into failing
sicko mode.
schools and locking them out of the greatest future they could have.
As President, Governor DeSantis, would you support some mandatory military service for all
Religious
Americans?
people are funny in general. They are silly. Top 10 silliest groups.
And I
Religion.
deployed to Iraq alongside U.S. Navy SEALs in places like Fallujah, Ramadi. And it's something that I think has taught me, you know, when you go in that type of environment, anything you have, your personal agenda, you check it at the door. You go there, and it's about focusing on the mission above all else. And guys come together, and they get it done. And that's how I
Yeah.
view being
Religion
president of the United States. It's
is
not
so
about me.
apolitical.
It's not about all these other side
What?
issues. My sole focus will be on your future and reversing this
What is this guy
country's decline.
saying, dude?
Now for something a little
What's
out of
wrong with this
world,
guy?
And this is for you, Governor Christie. Do you believe that the recent spike in UFO encounters?
I get the UFO question.
Funniest religious groups #1. Yeah.
Okay, we've been hearing
As a pansexual, all this talk of genders made me really horny. Holy shit. Whoa, true.
We've been hearing a lot of testimony in Congress, and
You
people
love
are taking
gender
this
too
lot more
much.
seriously,
It's too
And
exciting.
we're hearing that, you know, there are things going on.
It's not letting you say religion. Wait, is religion banned from chat? Wait a minute. Well, I mean, I can say it because I'm me. Can you, that's really funny.
So, if you were president,
Wait, what? Al Qaeda? Wait, this escalated. What's happening? I'd be mad if I got the UFO question. To be fair, yeah, I would too. I would too. I'm going to Coom. Big alien paid them off. No.
Governor Christie, would you level with the American people about what the government knows about these possible
Look,
encounters?
Martha, and especially coming from a woman from New Jersey, I think it's horrible that just because I'm from New Jersey, you asked me about unidentified flying objects and Martians. We're different, but we're not that different. Look.
I don't know what this
the job of the
means.
President of the United
Big
States
alien equals
is
Soros?
to level with the American people.
Big
about
alien can pay
everything.
you off? Okay, calm
The job of the
down.
President of the United
Okay.
States is to stand for truth. The job of the President of the United States is to be a role model for our children and our grandchildren. And so whether it was UFOs or this problem of education, and Tim's right, by the way, and I started this in 2010 by going right after the teachers' unions in New Jersey and drove them down to an all-time low popularity rating because they were putting themselves before our kids. That is the biggest threat to our country, not UFOs.
Okay. Well, coming up, we've got closing arguments. Plus, right after the debate, Hannity is live from the spin room right here in the Fiserv Forum
Wow.
with reaction from all the
Is that all?
candidates. As soon as they step off the stage, we'll be back.
Oh my god. Okay. I think that's enough for me. I think that's enough. We can. Jesus Christ. Wait. Okay. Wait. Let me see if I can take all of this, take all of these terrible images, and I can put them on my other screen as well, and we can enjoy them everywhere. Because I got to admit, they are pretty satisfying to look at. Here we are. Got this. Okay, I think that's everything. And then I right click, group into folder. I'm so big brain, dude. Oh wait, you know what? Is this gonna fuck it up though? Because it's all gonna layer weirdly. Yeah, it's now layered weirdly. Uh-oh. Okay, sorry. Hi everyone. Hi. 5:30. She has some good polls about the debate. That sounds fantastic. Thank you so much. Okay, wait. I'm gonna just take this. A YBDB. Whoa. Uh-oh. Wait, I can make this like my new... It's gonna be my new screen. Oh, wow. 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 Look at this content creation, folks. This is beautiful. Oh, holy shit. Holy shit. Control C, Control V, Max is a genius. Look, okay, I'm in a mildly impaired state. I'm doing pretty well. Alright. I'm proud of myself. That guy in the middle is cute. What's his name? That's Vivek Ramaswamy. I don't know what you're trying to get with Mr. Vivek here. Okay, wait, 538 polls. Let's have a look at that. I would like to see. I would like to see what they got going on, because I love 538. I'm a big fan. I'm a very big fan. I love me some good old data. Let's see. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, let me take this, and I'm gonna quickly put it down here so we can... There we are. Perfect. Now it's over it. It's called Who Won the Republican Debate? No, I got it. Don't worry. I need to make a new Firefox thing, because every time I go on the other one, it crashes. Oh, wait, you know what? I'm not going to even just go on Firefox, because I'm scared of that happening. I'll just do this, and I'll do that, and I'll do this. Okay. Wait, I'm gonna make this look a bit more... Oh, no. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Wait. Okay. Okay. Okay, we take this, and now put it under the stimuli. Okay, alright, okay. You have to go now, you're EP? That's okay. Thank you for dropping by. Take care, have a nice eep. You want to Minecraft yourself? I want to Minecraft myself too. It's okay. Who won the first Republican debate? We partnered with Ipsos and the Washington Post to poll voters before and after the candidates took stage. Yes, that's so cool. That's so cool. Fuck yeah, I love it. I love it when they do that. That's cool. Information. Let's go. All right. So we have... Ipsos is such a silly name. It's super silly. Wait, I'm going to make it more visible, because I think that would be good. Okay. Okay. Can you see that? Can you read that? Is this legible to you? Because I can't tell, because on my screen it's quite small. So it might be. Wait, I'm gonna make it go down. Yes! Okay, this is Pog. We cannot read that? Okay. Wait. How about this? Wait, is it too squished? Wait. Okay, can you see it now? Wait, is it please tell me it's working. Do I decide to... Now it's good? Okay. All right, okay. So we have the over and under performers. So how well likely Republican primary voters who watched the debate expected each candidate to do before the debate versus how well they thought each candidate actually did. Okay. So this is the pre-debate expectation that we're looking at right here. Okay, so we have very good. We have like Ron DeSantis doing best, Nikki Haley doing second best, Vivek third, Tim Scott fourth, Mike Pence fifth, but like below average. Doug Burgum, Chris Christie, and Asa Hutchinson also all below average. Why is it a political compass? This is CJ. This is how charts work. Okay, stop. No. No political compass memes, all right? Okay, so this is what we have. So the best can be Ron, Vivek, Tim, Nikki, and let's see how people actually think they did. What? Wait a minute. Who won and lost the debate? DeSantis did the best? Wait a minute, is this the... Wait. Oh wait, is this the pre-debate expectation? Wait a minute. Wait, what? Wait, no, this is real. Wait, what? Wait, how do they think DeSantis did the best? Okay, well, I mean, DeSantis has the best polling out of these people, so it makes sense that he would do the best, I guess. But like, you have to be so fucking delusional for that, right? Wow, lots of people think Chris Christie did the worst. That's really interesting, because I think he did quite well. I think he made some decent points, right? GOP voters are blind and deaf, apparently, yeah. Pence, 4th place, but not really very high, and a lot of people think he did shitty. Scott, nobody really talked about Scott. Nobody really thought about him. That's kind of unfortunate. At least more people think he did well than poorly, which is really weird because he was terrible. Like, I don't mean to be so mean to this guy, but he was so shit. I don't understand why he was up there. He seemed like he had like no public speaking ability at all. Christie got fucked, yeah. Ramaswamy got seen as very, very good though. That's Jesus Christ, that's about 23%. I think he did perform best in the debate. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. And DeSantis is like 20, 28, 29 by looks of it. Okay. That's not good. Who lost and gained support? Let's see. DeSantis support went up by 4%. That's not good. 4.5%. Trump support went down by about 5%, which is really good to see. We like when the triangles. Yeah. Nikki Haley's support went up. Wow, a whopping fucking 16%. Holy shit. See, I think she did really well. Yeah, fucking hell. Yeah, this is why I said that I think that she did best earlier, because Jesus Christ, she was being pretty reasonable. Nikki Haley fans will be happy. They will. I think they will. Ramaswamy's support went up by 6% about. Okay, but he's only at 46 compared to DeSantis's 67. So it's, it's not really, I mean, it is significant, it's real, and DeSantis' support is withering. But apparently people perceive him as having had done well somehow. So, yeah, I don't know. Scott's went up 2% somehow, despite his awful performance. He was terrible. Nikki Haley is the big winner. Yeah, because all of them made fucking apes of themselves. But, like, people seem to like that, I guess. Trump may have went down as he didn't show up. Yeah, obviously. But also because people saw other candidates being viable and good, right? Because Trump convinced them that there's like no one else who's like possibly like capable of doing it. And now they're saying that that's not like necessarily true. But I think Trump, yeah, if he showed up, he would be set. He would be like doing fucking great, But he could have like fucking nailed all of them on like various things. He could have made fun of all of them because they'd all be like trying to suck his dick, and he could just shit on them, and he would like immediately like go up like 30% in the polls. But like he thought he was like too good for it, I guess. And now he's going to like fucking go to prison tomorrow, or today actually. Sorry. We should check in on that as well, by the way, if anyone wants to. But now he's going to prison today, probably to take the attention away from it, honestly. That's my theory, at least, right? Like, why else would he, like, want to do that? Like, he doesn't have to go to prison then. Like, he's not being forced to. Yeah, why is Trump even allowed to run, though, if he's going to prison? There's no law in America that says that criminals can't run for president. Which is, I mean, not necessarily a bad thing, but maybe you shouldn't be able to run for president from jail, But you're allowed to in America, so. Trump should have showed up. It would have been funny. It would have been so funny. It would have been so good. Let's see. Pence's support went up by 2%, which is interesting. Christie's support went up by 4%, which is interesting, just like considering how people thought he's like terrible. You shouldn't be able to run while you're in jail. Yeah, but I mean, they didn't even know, but yeah. Ex-convicts should be allowed, but not convicts. Yeah, I think that's probably fair. I mean, if as long as you have like reasonable prison sentences and like an appropriate prison system, people shouldn't be like stuck in prison while they're capable of becoming president, So it would be fine. But in America, where you have like these ridiculous amounts of like ridiculous quantities of the population in prison, and people being in there for like ridiculously long times over a crime that they probably wouldn't have repeated after like maybe 5 years of imprisonment. Those people, you know, probably deserve to be able to allow to go for it. Turd lost support. Oh, I got so confused there. Yeah.